bar music going.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Classy.
Classy.
Hold on, let me also do loop. Because it's actually called Piano Bar and Piano Bar Music Best of Piano Bar Smooth Jazz Club at Midnight Buddha Cafe.
Heck of a name.
I want to go to the Midnight Buddha Cafe. I don't know about y'all.
I
Sounds like we
would
could get into
probably
some
go.
shit there.
I mean, if they were playing a song like this, I'd be compelled to sit at the bar with the trench coat and order a whiskey on the rocks.
I don't have a trench coat, but I have one of those Marine Corps all-weather coats that doesn't a pinch. It's like a Rorschach coat.
I have a trench coat and a bowler hat, but it kind of looks like a
Trilby?
fedora. Yeah, Trilby.
Yeah. You say Orville Redenbach or bread and butter? I don't know. I'm just hearing stuff in the background. All right. I think last we left off, everybody went to crash upstairs because it was, I believe it was late night when y'all arrived, like 5 a.m. ish when y'all arrived after all that ordeal. So, I guess if you all need, did we discuss you all are taking a long rest, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, I trance.
Oh, that's right. Take the sweet.
The irony is to take a long rest.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh shit. Some asshole stream is live. I got an email.
Yeah. I get a lot of those.
I just get a couple. One of the mods here streams. Well, a couple of the mods actually stream here, so I get stuff on them, and then of course Emily, because Emily is Bay.
Emily is Bay.
Emily is Bay. All right. So after the long rest, let's see, 7 hours. It'll be like middle of the day, noon. Every drow's favorite time.
Of course.
Actually, it's not so bad because the sun's above you, and you're wearing your hood, so it's not like getting into your eyes as bad, but still pretty bad.
Right.
I think the last thing we said I did was I was reading my book, doing errands with the Irenaeus and talking to Andor.
Oh, that's right.
About his book,
Yeah, about his book.
Errands with the Irenaeus. That sounds like a freaking...
That's a little kid show. Errands with the Irenaeus. What will they ever do today? Yeah.
Today we're gonna make a deal with someone for their soul.
Can you guess whose soul? Is it this soul, that soul, or this soul? It's that soul, yay!
It's all souls, yay! Speaking of souls, aren't you? I think you're still pretty disturbed by like what you witnessed Revy do.
The literal sucking of someone's soul out of their body.
Yeah, into a skull.
Revy now just has his skull just with my mentor's soul in it, just sitting in her bag.
Excellent.
I think she's less concerned about the soul sucking and more that she went like all mindless automaton on me, that Baylor was just jiggling around in someone's entrails.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't go mindless automaton, but she.
Well, she definitely almost shot me with magic. So that's where the line was crossed.
Oh yeah, that whole deal, and the Irenaeus, protecting you from your own big sis.
Yeah, I mean, you were looking mighty threatening with that sword, so.
Oh, just not just any sword.
Was it her or was it the sword?
But it was not just any sword. It was the sword of Cass.
It was the sword meant to kill, all of Vecna's followers.
Yes.
Let's see.
All right. So yeah, if you all do errands with the Irenaeus, it'll probably just take a few hours. So it'll probably be 3 p.m. by the time you guys are done. Andor was purchased the what was it, artisan's tools,
Yeah.
so he could fucking
Write his book.
begin. That's gonna be something you'll start noticing, Baylor. He'll have a small like black lacquered box that he has that he
With him
carries
at all
with him now.
times.
Yeah, like
And
Like
and
with a
his
satchel.
his bone fingers are gonna slowly start getting stained.
stained with inks. So stupid. I love it.
His nickname is gonna be Blackfinger.
Andor Blackfinger.
Oh my god.
That's
Pe-
his
pe-
pen name.
people are going to say it's from the blood
No.
of his enemies, but it's really from ink.
No, that's right. His pen name was already A Bones.
Yeah, A bones.
Okay. So after around 3 p.m., what plans do you got? You all have this place you paid ahead of time for
Yeah.
eating and
I think we have a
all
week left over.
yeah. If you all want to even stay the week, you can talk to them about that. Unless you have other plans, but let me know, because the only thing you guys have is to either return the orb or head off and do something else now that you know you guys have the orb.
Yeah.
Or fuck it, call Black Dragons. I mean, you got the orb.
Just right in the middle of town. Yeah, you know.
And if you attune to it, let me know, because I got some charts to roll on. I got the DMG right next to me. Major detriments and minor benefits and all that.
I think Aaron has the orb right now, so.
Yeah.
To you, Verdar.
I figure we can stay here, rest for a couple days, and then so not like a full other week, but a couple days, and then head out, because we will have to head out on foot. We don't have a way to teleport back just yet.
Yeah, you'll have to head on the wagon. Oh, that whole thing. That you guys bring up that news, and the Earnese kind of just sighs. Just another week of the wagon. But she's eager to know that it may be the last long wagon trip. She doesn't mind a couple days, but she just hates the
Yeah.
boy, did she hate that. It was cramped and everything. So if you are going to stay a couple days, Andor will, whenever you guys are doing something at the bar or don't need his presence, he is monopolizing this corner table
That's fair.
and taking out the
supplies.
the supplies and the parchment, and he's trying to hone his craft here. Let me go ahead and
Roll his
Jesus
supplies.
yeah, this is the first time. Okay, let me roll for a skeleton's attempt at novel writing. What would that be? Performance, I assume. Ooh, -1. Let's do this.
It's okay. I'll be there to tell him when it's bad and he should start over.
Oh yeah, he probably might need to start over. It's readable, but it's too cheesy, and there's grammatical errors and everything like that.
I point out the grammatical errors, but to Serenity, the cheesiness just seems normal because kid books.
Yeah.
Yeah. Odd way to say that. All right, Andor, so now Andor is thinking, well, if you like it, you're a little kid, but you're not too little. Oh my God, did he just invent young adult genre?
Yeah, there you go. He's gonna start. He's gonna start making young adult novels.
Well, Serenity's 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
You can-
and I'm not gonna lie, I did like Goosebumps more than I did Call of the Wild by Jack London. Fuck.
Hey, Twilight's technically a light, young adult novel, and that's pretty
Yeah, it is.
graphic.
Mhm.
So is Harry Potter, and people get murdered.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, same thing with Hunger Games.
I was reading Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and
I wish I discovered that shit in your youth.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
That was good. I didn't know it was
Yeah.
a Jesus allegory until it was pointed out to me like somewhere in high school.
Same,
Yeah,
but I just thought it was brutal how they ritualistically like murdered the lion.
I
Yeah.
read the first like I read the first one, then I read the one about the dude on the boat, which was garbage, by the way.
Agree.
And then I read the very last one where it's like, you know, Jesus is coming, and there's no way to mistake that for not being Jesus coming.
I didn't get that far. I got like partway through the boat book one, and I was like, Jesus Christ, and I was done.
Yeah, I gave up on the book one, then I just skipped to the very last one because I was like, I have a good idea what happens up in the rest of the books. And I was like, all right, so everyone comes back and everyone gets, you know, it's like the second coming
yeah.
of Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
So he's basically writing The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe for evil children.
Yeah, basically. Basically.
That's fucking brilliant. That's brilliant. Okay, let's see. So I guess if you all gonna spend a couple days, if there's any magical shopping you need to do, things to try and sell, you can take the time to do that. The Uranese is gonna slowly become a fan of that one bookstore
The
with
coffee.
the dirty bean water.
Oh God, yeah.
So
Well,
her
Serenity's already a fan. Don't worry.
Yeah, because you have little snacks there too, little strange like rolls.
And I mean, she like got super like caffeine high as a child.
Yeah,
that's right.
The sugar the super sugary water. Dare I say it's better than tea? I dare not. Nothing's better than tea.
Tea is wonderful.
Don't blaspheme against tea.
What is this? Okay. I gotta make sure. So my mother handed me a mint. I better make sure it doesn't have cocaine in it. No, my mom has some energy candies that she got from Peru, and it straight up says it has ground up coca leaf. I'm like, oh, okay, awesome.
Cool.
I'll take one after I take a urine test, but not before.
Yeah, so I plan to just kind of peruse what their other options for wagons are. So I already have 2 wagons. I have the main one for transporting people, but it's not super comfy.
Yeah.
I have the second one for transporting goods, which I left in with my minions.
Yeah.
And I was gonna possibly look at getting a comfort one, a
carriage.
Carriage, yeah.
Well,
a
carriage
one. Yeah.
Your standard carriage begins at 100 gold pieces. Of course, you can pimp it out with several comfort or decorative options if you'd like.
Can he get one of the ones that has like blades on the side of the cart, so whenever we charge through people, it like decapitates people?
So while I'm perusing the wagons, I'll ask about their other comfort options.
They have some ones that are like twice the size and have like twice the size and then like a little bit longer. They say twice, but you're not seeing it. But on the inside, it's pretty nice. It has more leg room. Some of those though, it seems. Give me an insight check as you're speaking to the merchant. So definitely, some of the more comfortable ones have a. So you can tell that they're. Some of the ones that are more comfortable have a bunch of other tacked on things to just increase the price. AKA, I'm using standard used car lot tactics. But yeah, like if you just wanted it to be more comfortable, more leg room, they don't have that because they they also have like decorative like filigree and like velvet lined doors and all kinds of other stuff that like significantly increases the price. So there is no in between wagon. I mean, they're kind of. I mean, there's a like a slightly better carriage, and then it goes to like expensive carriage. Oh, any carts with more kind of magnificent mansion.
Have to admit, it's a good idea. You just open the back of the tent, and then it's like just servants and uh, champagne lounge, and
Yeah,
In,
with feast on it and shit.
in this case, it would be a moving mansion.
Yeah.
Hmm. In that case, you just need
inside
Baba
the cart.
Yaga's hut
There you go.
with the fucking chicken legs, if y'all remember that. So you're looking at either spending 100 gold, 110 gold, or 430 gold.
All right, you said 100, 110.
Or 430 for like the pimped out completely ones. The 110 one, it just looks kind of nicer on the outside, but it's still just as comfortable as a carriage. And a carriage is not bad, but a carriage. Let me see, carriage. Normally only seats 4 though. The bigger one can seat 6. What's the difference between a carriage, cart, and a wagon? Let me look it up. But yeah, a carriage and horse. We're thinking the bigger ones, not just this one. Oh, that's right. You don't like copy and paste, do you? Oh, apparently you don't anymore. There, Roll20. I'll just put it on the game chat here. This music is totally awesome.
Hell yeah.
But anyway, that's like horse and carriage, but that's a 2-person carriage. When you would have like the bigger 4-person ones, like the kind that Cinderella went in before it turned into a pumpkin. That kind that has like 2 seats that face each other. But that one could seat 4. The $430 one could seat 6. Slightly wider, longer, more leg room. But it's also got a bunch of like other useless options, like beautiful like bronze inlaid like filigree and some along with some silvered parts, and it's pretty opulent. Also on the outside, velvet lined like doors and interior doors and walls. I mean, you can try and talk down the price, but I mean, these are pretty much the models. Like your standard carriage, your slightly nicer carriage that's decorative, or your baller carriage.
I'll probably go
I'm just trying to rip you off.
I'm probably just gonna go with the $100 carriage.
The 100 gold pieces it is. So you spent time looking at like the nice one, and it totally would work, but you sigh because it's like, Jesus Christ, they're asking for too much. Oh, okay, 100 gold it is. I'll let that insight carry on to the next one since it was so well, and he just kind of looks at you with a little disappointment and slight disdain, as if you wasted his time having him show you the bigger one.
I really don't care. I just kind of smirk at him. I could afford the more expensive one, but I really don't need it.
Sure you could, big spender.
No, he already had someone with the swaggin' wagon, but that was less comfort and more like mobile, like evil laboratory.
Yeah.
Alright, so 100 gold pieces it is.
Alright, will do.
Straight asking price. Because you have a good face. No, you don't. But he just doesn't want to rip you off. And this is there. Yes, and he makes a big deal about you wishing for the standard carriage. And he's also trying to sell you other horses that go along with it, but I take it you refuse, so you just get like the horses with the carriage deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
These are prized stallions, sir, for another 110 gold. It's totally worth it. No, thank you. I'm just
Standard horses, thanks.
all right. Thank you. Fine. Bring out the draft horses, please. And so now you have more horses. So
I think I got like a month of feed.
yeah. So it's still
now
well, it'll come with like a couple of days worth of feed too. But that month of feed should, for the other two should carry on.
yeah. So now it'll have like 2 weeks of feed for all 4. All right. So I'll just ask him to move it over by where my other carriage is, or where my other wagon is located.
Yes. Very well, sir. He does it, and you are charged an extra 3 gold.
Yeah.
Like it's done for you, and then right before you leave, you are given a bill for 3 gold. And you know the guy who did it only got like 2 silver out of the deal. But,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, this place is it's pretty, but it'll take from you. That's what
Yeah.
you did here.
Trying to rip you off, but I understand.
Okay. Verdar, I'm gonna need you to give me. Well, let me see your passive perception first. Let me see here. Ooh, 16. Okay. Never mind. You just catch this out of the corner of your eye. Where are you keeping the orb?
I'd probably be putting it in my satchel.
Okay.
It's not like a big thing, is
No,
it?
it's not. No.
Okay.
So you actually hear something coming from your satchel. Like a slow rumbling roar that lasts only like for a moment in your satchel.
I'll
She
carefully kind of open it and kind of look into it to see.
well, that's just her perception, not a wisdom save, but perception. That is the Irenes. So she also kind of she was like doing something else in the room, and she also just like heard that. She's like, "What is that?" You produce it. So what you don't hear it anymore after that. However, you start to feel a little uncomfortable, like when you're like staring at it just for a moment, and you believe you see, you see like what looks like to be like the swirling mass that is normally like a specific pattern stop for a moment, and 2 slits look at you, and then the swirling continues.
Okay. Can I insight that?
You can arcana it.
Okay.
Okay, babe.
That's fair. I will do my best.
Insight means like you're trying to
No, I'm looking at the wrong
look and determine the orb's feelings, but it's a magic item.
Okay.
The Irenes is looking
do
at it.
my best.
She's looking at it like, oh, Verdar, you're not thinking of. Are you? Verdar, like, I guess you can answer her, but you don't know what this thing did exactly, but you believe it's calling to you.
Yeah.
Like immediately, like, oh shit, this thing's trying to like connect with me. Not exactly how, but you just like are suspicious immediately of it. The Irenes looks at you curiously.
She asked a question. What was she asking?
She's like, you're not thinking of using it, are you?
No.
She's like grimacing, and she's like,
No.
sighs, like, oh.
At least not at the moment, for any reason.
She's looking at you and was like, well, if you attune to it, you can. I assume you could also not attune to it, but such an artifact like that tends to carry with it a price.
That's we were told to get it back somewhere, and that's what I intend to do.
And she smiles at you and is like, you are always focused on your duty. I like you. Old, predictable Verdar. She says that like in a nice tone. Like in a sort of...
Put the orb back in the satchel. And close it.
So...
Hopefully no one saw that.
No. She's like, oh, predictable Verdar. It's like, given an artifact of immense power, you can at least trust him to do the honest thing.
Is that an insult to an evil character?
Well, in a way, yeah, sorta. That happens as like your drink is like offered a refreshment, like anything? Would you like another one, sir? She's like, oh no, he's fine. He's always fine. She just waves them away. So Ernie begins to speak to you again. So I know I've been acting strange a couple days. I mean the time we've been here, but I'm just wondering. After we've been traveling for a while, what do you think of Baylor?
What do I think of Baylor? Is
What
Baylor
are your
around right
plans?
now?
No, Baylor is upstairs with her. These two will be in the corner working out like drafts.
Okay, so she asked what do I think of Baylor, and she mentioned something else.
What does she think of Baylor, and like what are your plans so far? And she means by plan, she means like what are you planning? What do you tend to do for you? I'll help you with whatever it is. Hopefully, Baylor will also return the favor. But if not, you can always trust me at your side. She says, stretching and downing another glass of wine. Complimentary. Already paid for wine.
Let's see. So...
I've got a conversation that's going to be randomly picking up that those of you downstairs will hear. No, I'm going to type something out while you think.
Oh, okay.
That's just like a conversation between two people at different desks that you can hear, or desks, tables.
Yeah, I'm not going in early, but I should be.
I think my goal for now is to be able to create an how do I say this? An order of. I mean, you remember me talking about my previous endeavor with my tribe, I suppose you could say.
Yeah, I remember. And you hear this. Did you hear the news? She's like, what is it? And I was like, apparently a crusade of Halo ran into a whole slew of undead who speak Old Tongue. What? And what'd they do about it? Well, the news is apparently that there was almost a battle, but these people apparently stated in the Old Tongue that they were diplomats, and to slay them would violate some kind of old treaties.
Oh god,
that's great.
That's the deathless.
Heck
like,
yeah.
Starting to wander out.
There's no denying that.
So, you wanting to start your order? So far, your name is being carried by some whatever that's going on with the deathless. She looks over and sees that conversation, tries to like listen in some more. Now it's just speculation.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like rumor mongering and speculation at this point, but you know what happened.
It is definitely a step in the right direction. We'll just have to see how it progresses, I suppose.
In that case, we probably need to get you your own cave. She says, like, with air quotation marks.
I mean, I'd
If we
rather
plan to house an order.
be something more structured.
Ah,
Underground is fine, but when you say cave like that,
you know what I mean. She just says, like slapping you on your pauldron. You know what I mean. We'll get you a keep. Now the thing is it gonna be a ruin you take, or are we gonna have to try and just get you some land?
Or just take one.
Yeah, just take one. You can
Just
take
take
one.
some old keep.
Some lord no one really liked anyway.
we'll have to see what comes across our way.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for you. Irene's catches a glimpse of you, Serenity, and she smiles while holding a glass of wine.
I smile back and I continue helping Andor. Like, no, you put a comma here.
What's a comma? That's what you hear from Andor.
Oh,
One of those things.
Yeah.
At this point, you guys come downstairs, Baylor and Revy. After discussing like details about the purchase and whatnot of the carriage, and you come downstairs. And as you come downstairs, Baylor, give me a perception check. Someone is coming in. You spot this immediately, and apparently she spots you.
Oh my god. Oh shit. I knew it. I called it as soon as you said that.
So, Serenity and Verdar, you see what looks like to be a young female woman holding a glass of wine from coming outside. She's leaning up against the counter and smiling and looking at the bartender, and the bartender rolls his eyes. Hello, Madam Stephanie. Hey, hello! And right as she says that, she sees Baylor coming down the stairs. Baylor, what is your expression? Because her eyes just wide open and her jaws dropping.
Let's see.
Revy is immediately like sour.
Let's see.
Are you letting the dice determine your?
Oh yeah, because no, on the inside, I think she's a nuisance, but she's a useful nuisance, so I try to hide what I think of her on my face.
I guess that'll be my insight. And what is that? Wisdom based? No, it's intelligence based.
Oh.
I don't pick up anything. As I live and breathe, our
It's the
Lord.
Gray Fox. Oh wait, no, my bad.
No,
How
our
close
Lord.
is she getting?
She's right behind you, but she does not. Well, like a little bit behind you, but she does not like notice you at all, because she sees the Lord. She says, "As I live and breathe, Lord Baylor Hallow," and you hear the splash of a little bit of wine in her glass, like hit the floor, and she runs up, like almost tripping over the Irenes. Oh, she's getting right by you.
Yeah, if she's like almost like in a way charging or straddling towards him,
Yes.
I'm gonna stand up and be like, "Whoa, now you can't just walk right up to Lord Baylor."
Oh, she okay, so she immediately turns and looks past your pauldron, like as you're kind of just in her path, and she's like, "Did you not tell your staff who I am?" And she just like laughs and is like, "Oh, you're so silly, Baylor." So she doesn't even like make eye contact with you, Verdar. She immediately refers to you as staff. Looks over like your pauldron.
She should have called him your help.
Your help, yeah.
I'll deceptively grimace, I guess, and then be like, "It's okay, Verder. This is Miss Stephanie."
Yes. Oh my God, Lord Baylor. So she's trying to get by you. Do you allow this? Because she's like got two hands on like your plated arm.
I will, since he's been acknowledged by Lord Baylor, I will return to my post by sitting down at my table.
She says, "Rude," as she walks by you.
God damn it.
Irenaeus is reaching for the bow that's in her room.
That's strike
No,
two.
the Irenaeus, she's laying back with her arms crossed, enjoying this completely. Because she's seeing, like, does Baylor Hallow have a sweetie?
Serenity's just looking on with just a look of confusion. Just like, what? I don't understand what's going on here.
Give me an insight check, actually, because as you mentioned that, because that'd be perfect for this.
Alright.
Let me look at a character sheet while you do that.
Insight. Where is that button? Insight is wisdom based, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good. Well,
5.
they're both 9, so that works out anyway. 5. You're not sure, but this may be like an old friend of Baylor's from school? That makes sense.
Alright, yeah.
Maybe. So Baylor Hallow, she goes ahead and looks at you, and
as she gets near, I'll reach for her hand that's not holding the wine, and
yes, her
go to
left
kiss
hand.
it.
Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say, give me a history check, but you know what to do.
Play the general noble greeting.
Sigh from Revy, and the Irenaeus like catches the Revy's eyes and smirks. Give me another insight check there, Serenity, because this changes things.
Okay.
Kiss on the hand, Revy like sighing.
Maybe I read about this phenomenon in a romance novel once or something.
You were grabbing certain novels in that bookstore, but
Right.
that before they were snatched from you. But apparently, if they were friends from school, then they maybe were together in like later in school or something, because that also would still make sense.
Oh.
But he's never mentioned her, or he doesn't have any paintings of her or anything like that comes standard.
Together, how am I thinking? What, like boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yeah, sort of like, holding hands kind of shit. So you kiss her on the hand, she blushes immediately. He's like, "Oh, Baylor, you always know how to treat a girl." and she's looking around, I was like, I don't see any of your other friends here. It looks like you have some new help. So how are you?
I am doing quite fine. This inn has treated me very well here.
Oh, this place is alright, she says, and the bartender's just like, ugh. This place is alright. I mean, it's not my manor, but it'll do in a pinch while you're traveling.
Oh God, she lives here, doesn't she?
She lives, yes, near Alamance. She was just visiting, if you remember, like when you had the ball long
Yeah,
ago.
that's what I thought. I couldn't remember where she was from, but I thought she was visiting. Okay. Yeah, my old companions, they or my old, in front of her, I'll say my old staff. That's the best way I could put it. The politest way, not are no longer with me. I currently have now who you see before you, Sir Vidaire, and his companion. And I don't know her name. I'll say her name.
The Irenes says, "Charmed, I'm sure," while leaning back with her arms crossed.
By the way, does no one know her name besides Verdere? Has she not told anyone? She's just Verdere's companion.
Yeah, I
Okay.
assume. Unless you want to name her Verdere, we've just been calling her the Irenes.
I always assumed we
Susan.
knew
No, I'm kidding.
I always assumed we knew a name to call her by, like the characters anyway, I mean.
Yeah.
Serenity
Even
has
if it's
never
not her real
known that
name.
name.
Right.
Yeah.
Serenity has never known that name. By the to Serenity, she is the Irenes.
Even if the other characters have been calling her by her assumed name.
Well, I've never heard them.
Oh, well, we'll figure out an assumed name. Karen. Fuck you, Karen. No, I was kidding.
Yeah.
It's not Karen.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my god, it is. It can be.
What'd you say?
Karen. There you go. I don't know. For now, it's technically Karen. But you can change it.
Caw like a bird, I get it.
Oh,
I
God.
get it.
Gosh dang it.
That's what happens when you don't name characters. You
Yeah,
pick terrible ones.
Well, I'll come up with a different name.
I forgot what your name was, like Drowbro or some shit. I forgot the old name.
I don't remember the old name.
I don't either.
We called you Not Butch for a while.
We called him what?
Not Butch for
Not
a
Butch.
while.
Not Butch. That's what it was. Butch and not Butch. That's what it was. I couldn't remember. All right. So, yes, it's such. Oh, and she says the line that everyone's been wanting to hear. It is hard to find such good help these days.
Yeah.
But of course you remember my young apprentice, Revy.
Revy does a small curtsy, and so does she, but I need a dexterity save.
Like, she's so drunk. She's always so drunk.
Okay. She's always so drunk. Apparently, she can handle her liquor because she does the curtsy flawlessly.
And then I'll go ahead and call out to Serenity.
Serenity, who's that? She looks around. The lady's just like, "Oh, don't look at me," and she like hides her face in a tankard.
Tankard. Serenity, come here, please.
Serenity kind of looks at Andor and kind of like she's not looking Baylor in the eye. I don't know if you would notice that, but she's like, I'm busy.
Andor is like,
Serenity.
Go on. Yeah, go on. The master has a strict tone. I don't want you to get in trouble.
She like very slowly walks over there, but when she does, she doesn't walk to you. She like walks over to the Irenes and like stands beside there, and like hides behind her.
This is young Serenity. I've decided to start mentoring her.
She is Stephanie is loud. Also, her breath smells like wine as she like kind of kneels to your height near the Irenes, and the Irenes kind of just like frowns, but she just lets her talk because Stephanie is just has such a presence. Oh my God, who is this? She's so beautiful. So you're immediately she wants to touch your hair. Do you let her? This is a complete stranger.
No.
Okay.
I do that thing where I like lean back a lot and look at her and I'm like, you smell like liquor.
You say that?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Stephanie is like thinks children are cute, but she is not good near them at all.
What's it called when you foster, right? When you
you're fostering a child.
If you like take care of like another noble's child for a few years.
Oh, guardianship. You're like their guardian, and they're like learning off of you because you're mentoring them.
All right, that's how I'll introduce her. Say that's what I was doing. She's under my guardianship.
Oh, so you are such a giver, Lord Baylor. That's why I always knew there was something special about you. So, what brings you all to this part? To my part of the region?
We came to sightsee. I wanted to finally get a lay of the town here. As you know, this is my first time being here.
Sightsee, and she just slaps you on the shoulder. And you didn't tell me? Surely you made a mistake. And she laughs and finishes her glass of wine, and there's already another one like ready for her.
Oh, but we only just arrived. I didn't have time to go see you.
Oh, very. Then surely you must come to the manor. They can come too.
I look at like the ear knees and I just mouth I don't want to.
The ear knees like leans back, like her arm still crosses, like I don't want to either. And you two kind of just have a small smile about that. I don't want to either. Hopefully he'll let us. So she's starting to blab a little bit, and like hopefully like he can talk out of our way out of this.
Oh God. Did Stephanie hear that?
No, she can't hear over the sound of her like gulping some more wine.
Of course. But yes, if we have time, I actually just bought this new cloak you see, and I'll show off the new majestic cloak,
Oh, it's
the
beautiful.
cloak of majesty.
It's beautiful. Revy, as she leans forward, the wine glass tips. Revy takes the like and holds onto the glass of wine as she's like Stephanie is, like examining your cloak very kind of drunkenly. Revy's just holding it still so it doesn't spill. Oh, it's truly magnificent.
As I try to just distract her from her question without answering.
You're always a snazzy dresser. Anyway, my father asked about you, so you should at least drop a line when you're here.
Oh, of course. I'll make sure. I'll make sure to come see your family.
Okay.
Your family's estate.
Yes, very well. I'll be off now. It's a pleasure to see you again. I didn't expect to see you here. This is kind of just where I come to eat sometimes on my way to, and I'm running errands, and if there's nowhere else better around, I at least stop here. The bartender just groans.
Well, of course, it's always
cook
nice
in the
to
back
see
sees her, and you see him immediately retreat back in the kitchen.
Of course.
When he sees her.
Well, it's always a pleasure to see you, Stephanie.
It's a pleasure to see you too. And she does a cute little curtsy again, and she's down. However, her glass of wine is still up. Oh, clumsy me. I'm sorry. Verdar, like you see, Karen is going to try and not laugh. We're gonna have to try and make her make a will save. Wisdom. Okay, she's just.
Serenity's frowning noticeably.
Karen's just like, I'm trying not to laugh. She's trying to put you in better spirits. Stephanie stands up quickly, like, oh, clumsy me. I gotta be careful where I step around here. The floorboards are uneven. Anyway, take care, everyone.
Take care, Stephanie.
Baylor, it's been a pleasure.
And I'll go ahead and kiss her hand in farewell.
You do so, and then she leaves, like blushing still. And she's gone. Forever. No, she's not.
Forever?
I forgot Lord Baylor that she lives around here. She must have seen us while we were on our errands.
Yes, I'd quite hoped to stay under her radar. And then I sniff at myself. Do I smell?
Like what? No, you don't. Revy took care of that.
Okay.
The Irene's still like leaning back with her arms. She just directly speaks to you, Baylor. We're not going, are we? She says in a kind of annoyed tone.
I don't plan to. I quite hope she was drunk enough not to remember this.
Oh, so she didn't pick up on that at all. I was like, oh, so we're in agreement then that she's a annoying tart.
She has her uses when I'm trying to...
There's the Baylor we all know and love. She, like, just gives out a large ha! And then, like, takes another drink.
What's a tart?
It's a snack, my dear, she says. Revy looks at Karen and just watch your tongue about my master.
Serenity just looks confused.
It was no insult, Revy. There was no insult intended on your master.
I just smirk. I'll take that as a compliment.
Revy backs down. Alright. Alright, so there was that exchange. I figured she was going to show up. She does live in the area.
Yeah. Alright, so we can rest here another day. And then I figure we will head out tomorrow.
Sounds good. Verdar, do you have any plans for today? Or tomorrow? Love this piano.
We should. Well, we still have no idea where the other two of those people went to.
That's true. The two little cultists.
Oh wait, I forgot completely about that. That was going to be one of the first things I did. Shit, yeah, I forgot about that.
It's all right. Y'all can pick up on that trail tonight if you want. But I mean, it's going to be more of like a roll off thing because they're like nobodies, really. So oh, so you want to take care of those little loose ends? She says.
I would rather not leave them hanging.
Well, in that case, do you mind if we should probably split up? Verdar and I look, and you and Revy also look for the other ones. And if you don't mind, we'll take Serenity with us.
If Serenity wants to go with you, that's fine.
She turns and looks at you. Serenity, would you want to go with us, or would you want to go with Lord Baylor and Revy?
Serenity kind of looks in Baylor's direction, then she just kind of shyly says, "I'll go with you."
Okay. Give me an insight check, Serenity. And I guess Verdar. Actually, yeah, I guess all the players, all of y'all, give me insight checks. Serenity, so you don't pick up on this other than... What you do pick up is that Irene, she is happy to have you along. Verdar, you kind of get... You definitely get this, I'll tell you first. Verdar, you pick up that she did this on purpose to be antagonistic to Revy. Just for some stupid, like, stab at her. And not just that, but like she actually wants Serenity around. So it wasn't just like a little political play amongst you all, but she actually wants Serenity around. So that's the big thing you pick up. Revy picks up that this was a jab at her. Baylor, you pick up that it'll be more it'll be like kind of easier that you don't have to track the child around.
Yeah.
That's what you pick up. And I was like, oh, well, then the Irnes is being very helpful and totally delighted to take Serenity with her.
That works for me.
David, why are you getting such low insight rolls?
I don't know.
Well,
That
he's
totally
still,
works for me. She's just being helpful.
yeah, she's still unnerved. He's still unnerved about Serenity or Stephanie popping in,
Yeah.
probably.
That's what it is. He's like, I've got to deal with that now.
Okay, so you all, how do you all want to just approach hunting people down? Do you all want to look for descriptions, try and find a bounty hunter? Do you all want to? I guess you only have access to this, but Baylor, do you want to talk to the one bookstore owner?
Yes, that's where I'll start.
Wait, are all of us going and doing different things to search for these people?
Yeah. Well, yeah, in 2 groups.
All
Yeah,
right.
2 groups.
Serenity says she can ask like the mice. She can talk to the mice and stuff.
Ooh, so she can. I guess you can talk to mice to look for specific people.
Yeah,
Well, the mice can maybe tell you if you go back to the scene which way they went.
Okay. I let Verdar and the Aranese know, or I let the Aranese know. I still haven't said 2 words to Verdar since I met him. He's still basically a stranger.
We can, I guess, go back there if you don't mind having to run in with that one guy.
Which one guy?
Oh, you know, Cicero or Lister.
Oh, yes, that's
Cicero.
right. Cicero. Or no, or Distro.
It was Listero.
Listero, that's what it was
Yeah.
with an L.
As soon as you say that, Serenity's like, never mind.
Look, none of us want to deal with that.
I mentioned I'll go take a lead up with the take a lead at the library while you guys go search your lead.
Karen says if you want to do that, she will talk to Listero if you and Verdar want to go speak with the mice. She'll go bother with Listero.
Serenity just nods and says, that's okay.
Okay, we'll do that. Alright, so let me go ahead and kill this music because this is not good investigative music. Pause. There we go. Okay. So let's see. Let me see. We're gonna do investigations. So let me look at the sheet. Think of something real quick. I guess we'll just start with these will be pretty. Ooh, that looks. Is that a beard? Was it a bearded dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, he looks so happy.
Also, the carriage I bought, the comfort one that I got at the base model, I assume it's just going to be like the one I linked in that picture, minus the Thestrals.
Yeah. Yeah, minus all that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys give me Verdar and Serenity. Give me investigation checks. Your DC will be higher. I guess Baylor. What are you going to go do?
I'm going to go talk to the librarian and get some info from her, and then following that, I want to attempt to assist Revi as she does a scrying check.
Okay. Oh shit. Serenity, that was yours?
Right.
Okay, let's see. Verdar, if you wanna go ahead and roll investigation 2, because let's see what you get. Trying to see what you see. It's pretty good, so you can get on some kind of track.
We'll see how I do. It's okay.
It's all right. So Verdar, you're you're watching Serenity like speak with the rats as you hear Listro's voice like echo like when you guys are underground. And Serenity, you ask the mice and rats where you can find some people that have lived here before, and you get a little bit of a conversation. I was like, well, the people that lived here don't live here anymore, mostly because they're not living. But you actually get oh, you mean the ones that ran away? We saw that whole thing.
Oh. Uh.
Oh, is that who you mean? The ones that ran away?
Yeah.
Well, we can go ahead. I'll tell you what the way, which way they maybe ran, because they'll show you the way out that you do now. So now you definitely know like the way out. But there was another tunnel that seems to go into what looks like to be some like old aqueducts, like that were placed long ago. And so you guys discover like a new area that's like underground. You don't know where it pops out unless you want to take that. Do you all want to continue down that dark path, or just have that information that you went that they went around that way?
I mean, Serenity will go down the will go
Yeah.
down it if
I mean, we can at least check it
Radar
out.
doesn't stop her.
Okay. Karen she'll leave and join you, and Listero is you can hear like a giggle and delight, and she looks annoyed as hell. She looks annoyed, not at you all, but just annoyed after dealing with him. She kind of revealed more of like her true form to him. So he was delighted and wanted to study her, and she traded information about like her race, which that's what she tells you that she spent her time doing. I was just talking about the outer planes and other stuff with nerd. What'd you guys find? And you'll tell her. You'll tell her, and give me Serenity and Bernard. Give me one more investigation check as you guys are headed that way. Serenity is dark and smelly down here. Yeah, so you guys kind of just lost track of it. In fact, you guys almost get lost down here. But Karen, let's see if she can lead you all out. Because now you guys are lost.
Are we going to be stuck in a hole? Is that how our campaign is going to end?
And you ends in a hole. No, we just like, oh shit, we're in an underground area that we cannot escape.
It's dark. It's dark.
Yeah.
You just die because Zork.
Because Zork, yeah. You're most likely to be eaten by a Gru.
Let's see, her name's investigation is intelligence, correct?
Yes. You're gonna roll for her? Alright, I was gonna pull it up.
Yeah.
Let's see if she can lead you all out. Okay.
Ooh.
Not only does she lead you out, but she sees like what looks like to be signs of like hurried passage. Like, and you guys are like, how do you notice that? And I was like, look at the muck, and it looks like shoe prints. And then you guys are like, oh, well, that's pretty good. So y'all follow that up.
Serenity's mind is blown. It's like, oh.
She's like, tracking 101. So you guys are able to lead you out. Serenity, you're the only one that has to like walk around with a little bit of fame, since I guess you can't. But
what, you broke up there a little.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You don't have dark vision, so you had to walk around with a little like produce flame.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so that's fine. So that produced flame like makes like rats and stuff scurry away, but she's able to find the tracks, and you guys like pop out near some decrepit buildings. So I'll pick up on you all in a little bit, and let me go to now with that information in mind that you get at the books at that one bookstore. Go ahead and roll me investigation there, Baylor, and for Revi as well.
Okay.
Dang. All right. Just those rolls today. You're out of your element here in this town, and so is Revy. So that was just rhythm.
Rhythm.
Yeah.
So for a while, you completely are lost in the city. What she told you is that there's a district that's to the east that's kind of full of beggars near the tanning district, and apparently the smell is like so off-putting that you guys like went away from it, but you guys like avoided the area too much because you needed to actually go in deeper in the tanning district. Instead, you were where the tanners are and some more blacksmiths was a little more smoky on that side of town. Instead, you were kind of like in a beggar's den, and there is a lot of poor everywhere. Not the cultists you're looking for exactly, but a lot of possible people down on their luck. Well, maybe this is good. You could offer them like a better life, cult membership. But so like that thought distracts you. You're walking around, it's like look at this prospective chattel that can serve. And Revy is starting to agree with you, and you guys like start talking about like operations, and then you realize, wait, where are we?
Shit.
You guys got lost. Like shit. So you spend most of your time lost.
Okay. Following that, I want to find a quiet place where we won't be disturbed, and then
start
I'll have
recruiting.
Revy scry.
Start recruiting. And then what?
Have Revy scry.
Okay. Revy will scry. Let me take a look. I'll make a wisdom throw.
And
so it is. You don't have any garments or hair. Nobody struck them.
No. I am not familiar with them, but I have firsthand seen them.
Yeah, you have met the target.
So they basically I get no modifiers, and they just have to do a wisdom save against her DC.
Okay.
And Revy pulls out the crystal ball she carries as well.
Okay. So
It's got to be uncomfortable.
Nice. 1,000 gold piece. All right. No, it's better than carrying a font of holy water.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of them. Silver mirror, 1,000 gold piece, crystal ball, or a font of holy water.
All right.
Okay.
So
what was her DC
20.
to say?
DC 20.
All right. For me to make the save, they're a +0. So,
That was actually really close.
That was close. You're pretty sure they're in the city. Where in the city? The crystal ball is like zooming into the city, and it is further northeast into the tannering district. So you guys have to go into there. Verdar and Karen, you're noticing as you guys are coming up to like the side of this like drainage for this place that it stinks here. Like where you guys are at. So you guys are actually kind of like meeting up almost in the same area.
Okay. So yeah, we'll follow what we saw in the scrying of their location.
Let's see. So Verdar, well, Karen actually, she's gonna say, look, we remember what these guys were wearing and what they kind of looked like. So I am going to try and maybe charm, possibly. She's gonna say she's not used to like talking to the more poor. While they desire things as much, they also know that things are out of their reach. So they might be more apt to maybe make a deal, but they're also like stubbornly realistic. Meanwhile, like she mentions, while nobility is more frivolous because they don't have to worry about survival, and thus their mind wanders more. So she is gonna try.
I could talk to people too.
You want to try? Well, the way I'm talking to people, you see, she says as she kind of like fixes up her hair, but the muck on her feet probably like canceled out like what she was planning. She's like, and she kind of looks at herself on a reflection. Uh, this doesn't look. So, what do you have in mind, Serenity? She says, like just looking like she's giving up.
Serenity's just like Serenity looks around and looks for anyone that looks like they might know stuff.
There's a guard that looks kind of grizzled and old.
An old guard.
And
all right. I point at him and I ask Irenes, what about him?
The guard. That might work. Do you want to ask him or do you want me to ask him?
I can.
Okay.
All right, I go over there and I'm like, hey, mister.
Hello, child. He looks kind of just like confused on why you went to talk to him.
I'm going
Did you lose
to
your
cast...
mommy? Okay, you're gonna
no,
count.
No, sir. I have a question.
Well, then speak, child. Be out with it. He's a little curt with you.
All right, I'm going to cast suggestion.
Oh, shit.
You be nice to me now.
That was a DC 17.
Excellent.
What were we gonna ask him? I looked to the Irenes.
Gosh dang it.
Karen, she's like, well, we're specifically looking for 2 people, and she gives a description of these 2 cultists.
I look up to the guard. Could you please tell us everything you know about this?
Yes, I can. Let's see, I can't. Let's see. Must be worded to sound or asking. It's not harmful. It can go up to 8 hours.
Dang.
So
we're not
you can say 2 sentences. So you can say something like, "Hey, can you?
Can you tell us everything about this, please?"
That's 1 sentence. And the Irenes knows this spell too, so she's like, ask him to help us find them.
Yeah. Okay. Can you help us look for them too? Maybe get your friends to help, or I don't know.
He says in a less gruff voice, just, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and have the guard. I'm gonna go ahead and contact the guard. So while you're concentrating on this, he's going to you guys follow him for a little bit, and he meets with other guards. You learn his name is Sergeant Tong and Tong, and he is like in charge of like a part of the tanning district. So he is going to call for the guards, some of them that were kind of just, some dozing off, some like hanging around, some just sitting and not doing anything or leaning against the wall. He like calls them all together. So you have a total of around like 6, 7 guards. Yeah, 7 including him. And he tells them the situation. And they ask any particular reason, and he's just gonna pull rank angrily at them. And it's like, because I said so. So he's not going to tell them that you asked anything like that. He's just like, look, I told you to do this. Do it. Like, I'm in charge of you, aren't I? Well, yes, Sergeant. Well, then, what the hell are you asking me questions for? Go look.
On the way there, I explained to him that like these are bad people, and they're mean, and I gave him the whole they're bad people thing. So even if he did tell them, he'd just say something like, this little girl said that like there's criminals about. So
Yeah. Well, he doesn't even mention that. He totally believes you wholeheartedly with because of this suggestion spell, and he just like calls his men. We need to look for this, and I was like, any reason in particular? I was like, because I said so. Now get the hell to work. That's how he is to his men. Um, Baylor, you notice after a little bit of scrying and heading that direction that you do notice that there's a couple city guards questioning people. Go ahead and give me a perception check, and Revy too.
Okay, I'm on her page. She'll do.
I turn to Irenes and Verdare, and I'm just like that wasn't so hard. He's a nice guy. He helped us.
Yeah, Karen just smiles and kneels at you, and it's like you did a very good thing, Serenity. All right, Baylor, you notice the guard grab one by the back of his collar and start walking away with him, and
Whoa.
another guard joins them up and puts shackles. One of them has been found, but he's being led away by a city guard.
So I don't know about the other things.
No, you don't know about
in my
suggestion.
mind, that's just like, well, shit. That's gonna be difficult to get at him now.
Yeah.
Well, they're
What
just
did you
gonna.
do?
So when you see that and they leave, I'm just gonna skip ahead just a little bit, but you're still like back further in time, Baylor. Verdar, you see someone show up in shackles, and it's one of them, and he like drops him off with the sergeant. Well, here you go, sir. I take it you're gonna do the intake. Yes, I am. Thank you. Dismissed. And so, like, immediately the cultist is like, oh God, oh God. Revy and you find the other cultist holed up in a small, like, thatch hut, just by himself. So how do you want to like walk? I mean, you can see them at the distance, but don't see you. How are you going to approach this?
So Revy, when she
Revy
gets a
finds
chance,
one. Yeah.
she is going to use her ability. Do I have it listed here to make it easy?
Oh, one of the. Yeah.
So she's going to do that as when she finds a quiet space where no one's looking, and then so she just looks like someone completely different. She just looks like a normal commoner who should be in this area.
All right.
And then, along with that, since he doesn't see me, I don't immediately want to alert him to my presence. And he's in a thatch hut, you said, by himself?
Yeah, like leaning up against like another building.
Okay. Do I only see one entrance or exit, or is it,
One. You're not sure about the back, but it looks like one entrance, one exit. Kind of like this is like a shitty hovel, but this is a. Revy says he has to be in there.
Okay. All right. How many people are around outside?
Not many, because this is kind of like a shitty area, and it's still. Well, no, it's just become evening, so one other person is in the area. This is kind of like a more slummy part of town. There's other parts of the slummy part that like people have families, but this is like this is like a more seedy area. Less for like people that are poor but still have families even avoid this.
Yeah.
But this is where level 1 rogues are made, baby. Right here.
So I'll have Revy. I guess I'll kind of walk up. I'll try to be inconspicuous. So I guess I'm gonna roll a stealth check.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to start. Oh wait, hold on. What can Revy do? Does she have any spells I can actually use for this? Hold on 1 second.
Might be
Because I might have her walk forward or make me invisible or something. Duration 1 hour. Shadow Boy on counter spell. Enemies abound. Mirror image.
By the way, where is this happening? This isn't even on the map, huh?
Yeah, no.
Just some shack in
This
the
is further.
middle of the hood.
Yeah,
Okay.
to the east. And you
I'll
guys
have-
are probably like 20 minutes like north of this shack.
I'll have Revy precede me,
Mhm.
and she's going to step into the hut and immediately cast Friends on him.
Okay.
And then I'll follow in her just a few seconds behind. So I hope to roll stealth while he's distracted by her.
So he's like, hey, who the... And then she casts that and it goes off on him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, I'm your
But-
friend.
Still DC 20, so damn.
Yeah. And then she's like, hi, I'll just be a moment if you don't mind. And then just, what's that over there? And she'll just point to something in the back of the room. Is that another door or something?
No, that's just my chest, and he's trying to not be, he's not hostile. He was indifferent and confused, but now, like, so he's not hostile. He's just like, no, and so he looks.
And as soon as that goes on, I'll just kind of surreptitiously like, walk in.
It's not as stealthy
Mhm.
because, like, you walk in and there's a loud creak that gives you away immediately.
Cool.
Sucks.
I plan
Rolls,
to.
man.
That's fair. I plan to cast Hold Person.
All right, and I do not react well to that because, like, I'm gonna try and freak out because I see you, but if you cast it as an action, I'm held.
Okay. Yep. Let me see.
Revy
Yes,
is just like Revy immediately, like, as soon as you do that and she notices you get noticed, she gets rid of her mask.
Okay. I plan to knock him out as soon as I can.
Okay. She'll do that too. Knocked out. Well, we have him. As for the other one,
And while he's down and knocked out, I'm gonna cast Gias on him.
oh shit. Okay. What is your Gias?
So let's see. A magical command. Serves refrain from action or course of action. So he doesn't have to be awake when I do it, and my command is going to be to follow me and don't make a scene, and follow me while not making a scene and don't contact anyone. And then I'm going to lead him to the underground place where we originally fought.
Can
Okay.
you choose the order you give at will? Like, can you change it, or is it just the one-time thing?
I believe it's just the one-time thing.
Yeah, it's a one-time
Alright.
thing.
You should have been
Yeah.
like, serve me.
Oh, he'll just do that with, like, his charisma.
Yeah, there you go.
And, you know, threat of death.
Yeah, I just
All
need him to walk with me out of here to that place.
So the the other guard, back to Verdar and Serenity. The guard hands you over the one guy, while the other ones are still looking.
Serenity looks at him and says, "Is this the one we're looking for?" Because Serenity never saw this guy, or doesn't remember him anyway.
Yeah, you don't remember.
I
Well, no,
fleeing.
you didn't see him. Yeah, you saw him fleeing, but you kind of, when the walls went down, you saw him for a moment before they turned to flee. Oh no, not when they went down. When you did you
Well,
run through that the blackness?
Yeah, I was hiding in the corner, so.
Yeah, in the corner, so you didn't see him. So Verdar, this is definitely one of them.
Okay. Yes, this should be him, as far as I can tell.
All right. I look up at the guard with my priceless little kid smile and say, "Thank you, sir."
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can do for you, little girl? He says, kind of in a non-gruff tone again.
No, I don't think so. Just have a good day and smile.
Karen is gonna. You guys walk a little bit away, and Karen is going to mention walking in with the man in manacles is a bad idea. We can take care of him. She's gonna lean and whisper in the cultist's ear. And I was like, if you run, I will fill you full of arrows like I did the rest of them. Do we have an agreement? If you yell, I'll shoot an arrow through your throat. And he nods silently. Okay. Serenity, can you have him take off the manacles?
I look at the guard.
And he agrees and just says, okay, just be safe with him. He's a bad man. And he unclicks them for you and just goes about his business. While you see other guards in the distance just asking around.
That's funny. He's so corrupt he'll just let us have the guy.
In 8 hours, he's gonna be like, "What did I do?"
No, he could have been like, "No, I told you I'd get this guy, help you find this guy, but he's still bad. I'm keeping him."
But he doesn't want to do the paperwork.
Yeah. See.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so you guys are heading back where it's kind of funny. In the distance, you see in the distance being let's see, ahead of you, you see the back of it looks like to be Baylor and Revy walking with somebody too.
And we're just walking calmly, nonchalantly.
Yeah, nonchalantly. You guys are too, mostly because Karen says, if you flee, I'll fill you full of arrows. And she also showed him an arrow that's slowly dripping, it has encrusted poison on it.
Mm-hmm.
Licks it.
Nope. Man, have you seen that little I think that's an actual I don't want to say it's Monty Python, but it was a joke movie or something. The guy pulls out this knife. He's like, "Look at this knife. It's got poison on it. Isn't it beautiful?" And he licks it while he's showing it off.
God,
Why did that sounds like those Naked Gun movies. It was one of them. I love those.
I just thought since she's immune to being poisoned, she'd do it just to freak him out.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So you guys are. Do you want to call out to them or just continue walking in the same direction?
Is this to us or to?
Yeah, to you guys.
Okay.
Baylor, you're ahead of them. You don't know they're behind you.
Yeah.
A bit of ways.
Serenity doesn't say anything.
Well.
Y'all don't have to. It'll just be funny, when you guys go to the same place. So Baylor come first and put the guy. Do you want to put the guy in a cell?
Yeah.
A cell. All right. as one of those hired guards are putting somebody in a cell, you hear what sounds like, echoing in distance, like plated boots on the ground. You've heard that sound before. Plated boots on like cave grounds. That's probably Verdar.
I know
Yep.
the sound of these boots.
Yeah.
These boots in particular.
And Karen is just like, I guess we're gonna have to put one of these away. So you can hear the Iranese speaking now. It's like, I guess we'll have to put this one and figure out. And when you guys come out in the, let me move it to the jail.
And at this point, I feel like I can just torture the guy in the cell by starting to walk away from him, since he can't follow me.
Yeah.
You might just kill him instantly. He might just die.
He's just like panicking and just like trying to like run into the as he's starting to walk away, he's running into and trying to press himself through the bars.
Yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing, so I'm not going to continue so far because I don't actually want to kill him with the gas. I just want to let him see the threat, basically.
Okay. So you guys as let's see, Verdar, I'll turn that off of you.
Do we see this guy freaking out?
You can hear it because you guys are, let's see here, Andor's elsewhere.
All right.
Guard captain and a city guard. And Andor's not in the cell. Andor's actually probably still, like, he's working on drafts. His draft. So we got the cultist. I took townsfolk. Kind of pressing himself up against the trying to like squeeze through the bars, but he can't fit when you and Revy look around.
I smirk.
They have another one of the cultists.
Serenity mentions that that guy doesn't sound so good.
Yes, I don't know why, Serenity. I'd rather not ask. Just stick with me, alright? You'll be fine.
What if that weird guy shows up again?
Yeah, just as you say that. It's like, oh, we have guests.
So you hear Serenity loudly go eek, and she like starts to turn around to run away.
Eek.
Just getting ready to nope out of there.
Basically.
Your Grace. As I live and breathe, he kneels.
Ah, yes, the Stero. I have brought our old friend. And it looks like we have another coming.
We got one, the Iranese just like loudly proclaims. Still, nice. You did not like that guy. That's excellent. Behind Iranese, excellent. So she'll make sure you're like behind. It's like we got another one. Really,
I'm imagining now she's doing like the tippy toe thing, so she's trying to stay completely out of sight.
Right. That's basically what she's doing. Like she's directly underneath the Iranese's wing, like she just like forced herself under there without permission.
Go ahead. We can bring him and add him to the cell.
Very well. She chooses to stick there to help her. And he'll get his own cell. My lord, says the city guard, this one is screaming and pressing himself against the grate. What shall we do?
Yes. It's just a little fun I'm having. Just to let him know how serious I am.
Very
I'm
well.
just gonna smirk. He probably just thinks I'm weird, but to me, it's the funniest joke ever, almost.
It's a paycheck. Very well, sir. And you see the guard actually smirk at this guy. He's a cultist, and so something probably happened between them, like the cultist and the guard. These guys are, call them a hired mook or something. Yet now, look who's in the cell. All right, very well, sir. So he's gonna continue to walk his small post. He only goes to here though, because there's no other prisoners at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sorry, to here, because there's the other one.
Out of curiosity, is this separated by bars, or is it like a cement wall?
It's a cement wall.
Okay, so they can't see each other.
Nope. If you want to move them, you can move them, but yeah, they're both there. He saw this one as he was put in. Is all.
Yeah. And so we've caught the two little rats.
Ooh, I read familiar faces. Listerel just says, peeking over.
Ah, yes, Listero. You know these men, yes? Their names?
Yes, I do. Tell me, what shall we do with them? I'm not one to, I'm not like one of the others that you slew. I do not take pleasure in torture. However, I do need reagents, if it comes down to it. Experiments, whatnot.
Yes, that's one possibility. I was also thinking about experimenting on one of these two, and then seeing what information I might get from the other.
Oh, it's your choice, sir.
So, I know these are generally I think the answer is probably going to be no, but I thought I'd ask anyway, because generally this is only applied for named people, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But if I were to take one of them and try to basically rip out his soul, not using the spell that Revi used, so I don't use her skull, but I use another spell or something, and then immediately use that as a reagent to do a singular cast of Animate Dead, would I possibly be able to get another intelligent undead? And I don't plan to take him with me. I would command him to be a direct servant of Listero in this place.
It'd have to be Listero that would do something like that, but also that was the old 3.5 thing with the soul gems or whatever, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're not named, but they're people, anything, y'all did it with the dragon and shit. But it is possible, but it'd have to be you would have command over it, but I guess you can give it to Listero.
Yeah.
If it still had his intelligence.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I could get it to still have its intelligence, and then that way I could walk away after giving it the command to listen to Listero.
Yeah. The only thing is the soul gem costed what was it, money or was it XP? I think it was. It was money to create.
You just so happen to be carrying around a soul gem with you?
No. You'd have to get something.
3.5.
But yeah, it was creating soul gems. The least soul gem was, I believe, 135 gold.
Oh, come on. This guy's got to be at least 150.
Let me see. So this was...
These guys are the equivalent to the non-classed other guys that were back at the hideout.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I linked the spell there. So it doesn't...
Oh, there it is. Create soul gem.
Yeah, it wasn't a material. It was a focus. and basically you like used the lens to suck out the soul, and the soul went in one side, and kind of like how you make like a prism of light, but instead of the soul coming out like a prism soul, it came out like a gem.
Oh, that's right, because we kept him. Yeah, you just have to make him dying from a dying creature. Okay, looks like you'll have to do that. And Listero will help. So which one do you want to pick?
I'll stand over here and stare at them both and kind of any mini miny mo. Or I'll ask which one thinks they can give me the better information first.
So they're begging you, like, what do you want? What do you want?
And who are these ones again? Were these the information?
These were just well, no, these were just the regular little cultists that ran away. They were some of the ones that were the only ones that were really privy to this place here. The only other one that was privy to this place was the dwarf and then the bookseller.
Okay.
So these are be normal little cultists that did like stupid grunt work for money. Shit that was beneath all the other ones.
Oh, okay. So these Okay, so these are the super grunts. I was thinking they were maybe something else.
No,
so
these
maybe...
were just spawn of Vecnus.
Okay. So maybe these can't help me out with information. So at this point, I think I'll just any mini miny mo. And I'll do that as a roll 20 or roll a d1. If it's a 1 guy on left, it's a 2 guy on right.
No, a d2. Okay. A one-sided coin. Okay, one on the right. No! No, I
think you'll be our lucky friend today.
Torture room. So you guys, Verdar, and Serenity, you see Listero like clasping his hands and just like, ooh, I get to learn something today. Listero totally, like excited. Revi kind of looks robotic and give me an insight check there, Serenity.
Also, I think at this point I'll probably let the guy out of the cage or would he start like getting hurt if I go to the torture room, or is I'm still close enough?
Yeah, you're close enough.
Okay.
Serenity, so you pick up a little bit of not how am I gonna put this? She seems to be looking at you a little bit like apologetically, but you also see the Irenes kind of like clench her fist, like because you're near her wing. You can you see like her arm shake a little bit. She clenches her fist, and then like so Reve continues to move forward.
Serenity's just like, I'm ready to go home.
The Irenes is like, yeah, me too. Are you gonna go see your little friends when you get home?
Probably, yeah.
Did you get them anything while you were here, or did you forget?
I forgot.
Yes, you did. So you want to get something when we walk out of here?
Serenity ponders for a second, and then she's like, okay.
So as she says that, you hear, no, I could still serve you, I promise. Please. Please. So you're hearing like yelling here to strap him to the,
I'm ignoring his pleas while I say that, and I just methodically pull out my ceremonial dagger.
The pleas echo out of here, and the Irenes kind of looks at you, Verdar, and she's like, "Do you want to leave, or are you staying here?" She's giving a thing with the head, kind of like she's kind of moving her head like, we're out of here, or are you? And then she points, are you staying?
I could step out for a bit.
Okay. We're gonna go help find Serenity something. No. He's like, there's like straps that are like echoing and buckles that you can hear hitting against wood. We're gonna go help Serenity find something for her friends.
So Serenity just is just frowns a little bit when the guy starts like whining. I mean, it's not the first time she's heard torture, right?
Yeah,
She's
it's not.
she's never had to watch it, but it's still kind of, icky sounding.
Yeah.
It's like walking in on someone with the succubus or something. It's like, I'd rather just not listen to that.
With a little grin on his face, because Baylor loves his work.
So as you guys pop out and walk more to the shopping district, you hear that in the distance.
Serenity's ears perk up and she like looks around.
All right.
And she's like looking like, oh.
So as Serenity's like twirling and like the smells of like snacks and shit on the air, Verdar, you are you don't hear this, Serenity, but you are like completely like smacked with this question from Karen, the Aranese, as she's looking at Serenity. So you ever thought about having kids yourself, Verdar? Just out of fucking nowhere. This uncomfortable ass question.
Serenity actually twirls and looks up at him, genuinely interested. Like,
She just immediately says, "Not with me," and she gives you like a slap on the armor. You wish.
Wait.
Just in general. Because you look dumb. You probably look dumbfounded at this as nowhere.
I can't say it's something I've really considered.
Well, if you wanted an order, wouldn't you need somebody to carry it on? She says,
Serenity says he has a point. Or she has a point.
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't know what point you think I'm trying to make.
I don't know. She's like, from what I know about the Drow, you guys don't particularly, take care of your boys, but you gotta look around, she says as she looks around the city. This isn't the Underdark, you know. You've made something of yourself out here. Don't you want to carry on your line like a man? She says, just like, yeah, like making a macho stance. Pass on the order to your son or whatever you types tend to do.
I think it'll be a while before I have to worry about that.
All right. Let's go get you something to eat.
First step is actually getting the order together.
All right. Well, we'll work on that. I guess while we go look for her toys, we can go looking around for banners and figure out what yours would even look like.
Serenity looks up and says this without, any irony or joking or anything. She says, "I'll have your kid if you need me to."
What the hell? The Aranese just laughs like, what is wrong with you, child? Go on, eat something.
She's like, what? She doesn't understand. Like, what? I'll be a mommy. I don't.
Serenity, let's just go get you a snack. Oh look, there's that dog again. There it is, one more time.
She's just like, oh, and she starts running towards it. You're like, dog.
The dog's doing backflips, and you see an annoyed noble and a delighted child handing over 2 silver. and a guy the noble begins arguing with the guard, and the guard just like shrugs, like, "What do you want me to do?" Arrest this man. He's an entertainer. According to Cuthbertite law. All right, and we have this going. Listero is like enthralled and like trying not to clap in glee. The guard, like, they strap him down. The guard captain dismisses this guy to go take care of the prisoner. The guard captain's gonna take care of all that stuff.
He's just like, oh, now comes my favorite part.
The chanting. Just there's a scream that only they hear because they're still down here.
Yeah. And when I tell her to be ready on my left, I'm talking about to catch the soul gem as it's prepared, because I'll be having both my hands full.
Yeah, she'll catch it.
So what should I get them?
I don't know. Oh, you can get them little trinkets or baubles or something. I mean, there is a souvenirs around here. There's some spoons that are here. It's strange.
Spoons.
Who collects spoons? You know, like on the has all the states' names. They have that here for like the region. Like Alamance, it's a spoon that's decorative. Like, this is strange. This says the name of the town we're in.
Serenity is just like, well, Sarah would like spoons, but Lori likes books, and Patricia, I think she likes dresses or something.
You want to get her a dress?
Sure. She likes dresses.
There you go, David. Bloody man.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. How much is a dress for a child? And you tell her how old she is.
She's 16, so
So she'd just be normal size.
It'd just be normal size dress.
Do you want to get a fine clothes that cost money, or just common clothes? Common clothes are still pretty nice.
I want fine clothes, obviously.
15 gold for a dress.
I want white, like a really pretty, just like pure white, maybe pale blue dress or something.
So there is like a nice like pale blue that also has like costume kind of great jewelry that is like along with embroidery around the corners of the dress, like on the hems and the seams and stuff.
All right, perfect.
Expensive, and to show it, and fancy, whatever fashion has in the current style. This is like a girl's clothes. Precious metals and gems are worked into the clothing.
Serenity is just like, I think she'd look really pretty in that one.
The Earnings is like, oh my, are you sure?
Serenity just nods and said, yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Okay. She's between Verdar and the Earnings, the merchant asks the merchant asks for the price, tells the price and expects you to hand it over. But Serenity, do you just like pay yourself?
I don't think I have that much money. I think I have
no!
Like 5 gold.
Now you're asking them for. Oh my God! The Earnings is like, oh shit.
It's like I'm a 10-year-old kid. I don't have money.
Oh, the Earnings is like looking at Verdar, and she's like, I think I'll get this one. She's looking at you. She's like, it's 15 gold. And I can't say no to her. I mean, look at her. You're like dancing around with the dress and shit.
Right.
Just make sure you get a good price for it.
On a 1, it's a man. On a 2, it's a woman.
If it's a man, they'll get better prices.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
she definitely is like it's coming out of her pocket. She's gonna try everything.
She's gonna try everything.
Okay. Uh, it cost 4 gold.
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
oh, dang! What did she do? Like, give him the wink and nod and be like, I'll see you after your shift and
Oh my
or something."
gosh.
Yeah, like so Verdar and I guess you Serenity, you see like the seduction happening, like like she's like surely we can like come to some kind of arrangement. He's like, "Ma'am, these are competitive price or miss, these are competitive prices." I'm like, "Surely," and she like,
Cast
fine. I just
suggestion on him.
not even suggestions, just like you start to see like a hand on the forearm and like giggling and little stuff like that. And I was like, surely I cannot. And like Verdar, you're obviously not like a husband or something by the way you're like talking. So the guy is like flirting back with her, and you don't seem like offended, and he notes that. So she lays it on heavily, and she's just like, "Come on, this is for a little girl and all that. Besides, don't you ever remember being young and finding something you want?" And then she like leans in on that, and yeah, I can understand that. And she giggles
Serenity,
and like she like scratches his forearm and does all this flirty shit, and then just hands him 4 gold. And that guy is just
Serenity,
like enchanted. Not even with a spell. He is completely enamored with her.
Serenity's just watching with her eyes like wide, and she's like, how is she doing that? He seems so happy. I want to learn how to do that.
Oh gosh.
Oh no! Terrible anime. Terrible anime. All right. So she says 4 gold and she walks away. Serenity, the dress is yours.
All right, I'm like twirling around with it, and then I like hold it close, and I blankly say like, uh, not like it's weird or anything. If especially if we're still in front of that guy, because
Yeah.
it'd be really funny. I say, and I'm like hold it close like I'm guarding it. And I'm like, now we don't get any blood like you did on your blanket.
Oh, yeah, of course. She says like it's a normal thing,
Right.
and like the shop the tailor, he's just like confused at that and just like staring. There's a customer trying to get his attention, but he's too busy staring at you guys because of that comment that was made as you're leaving.
That and Serenity just walks out. And she says, "Good. Cleaning up blood is really hard."
You tend to just and you guys are walking away, so he's just getting a little distant. And it's like, yeah, but you just use fire to do it, don't you?
Mm, yeah, but
This would be such an interesting conversation coming from like an outside perspective.
Yeah.
I say, yeah, but fire burns dresses.
Yeah, you have a point. Okay, so with a with 3 silver pieces, you find I just rolled on a different chart for the other kids.
All right, and I was gonna get the other girl a book.
Ah, okay. Book is perfect. The little girl, that how does that work?
I'm just gonna get her a
This is the
spoon or
D and
something.
D. This is a D&D trinkets chart. There's like, ooh, a whistle. The whistle's pretty nice. Do you want to get her a whistle?
Serenity thinks about it for a second, and then she has the bright idea that that she can get her a bow for her hair, and maybe get some ribbons for the chicken too, so we can like tie them on the
Oh,
chicken.
that'll be better. We don't need the whistle, sir, but if you can give us like some ribbons. Here's the book. That's actually from the trinket table.
All right.
Of
Yeah, that's
the
perfect. There we go.
yeah, with the last chapter missing.
What? That's such a terrible cliffhanger.
No, I know.
Serenity doesn't read the book. She just, the summary sounds interesting, and it's something that Sarah would like. So she's
I
like,
gotta
yeah,
find
this
that
one would be
last chapter.
good. Yeah. We're gonna go on an epic like three 5 session campaign just to find the
Just
missing
for that
chapter.
last page
Fucking book.
or the last chapter.
Yes.
Hey, that could have
He's
some
doing-
important information in it.
So you're looking for a leash, right? For like the chicken.
I mean, I was just gonna tie ribbons to it, so like when
Okay.
it runs, it has a ribbon.
Oh, I get it. You're gonna weave ribbons into its bones. And shit.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh,
So-
totally.
Yeah.
So you definitely buy easily like multiple.
And copious amounts of glitter, like a lot of glitter. I want this
Color.
thing to sparkle.
Now, is this real gold or is this just gold like look wood?
Oh no, it's like gold look. It's not real gold. The Ironese, like the Ironese was like, I'm not paying for like gold woven fabric for a chicken.
Right.
No, but I mean, but I mean that the ribbons itself came out expensive, costing 1 silver for just a ribbon. So she'll cover it. The book was a silver too. It's like we just spent 2 silver on the other ones, but she got the big girl a dress.
Hey, honestly, that's cheap for a book.
It is. I mean, they didn't want to really sell it because it was missing the last chapter, but whatever. We took it for a silver, half price,
Right.
and so half price books when D&D was born. I'm kidding. All right. Let's see. Follows explains part of the listro, partly the rest of the room that this part isn't the most stable. Oh, that's right. Do you want to just leave the body there, or do you want Listero there, Baylor, to do something? Oh, you're messing with the corpse. So
Yep.
you, as Listero asks you, like if he needs to do anything with the corpse, you start doing this stuff.
Yeah. I just say, no, I have it from here. I have my process.
Oh,
And I start setting this out because I'm going to cast it as like a ritual or whatever.
if you'll excuse me, I have to take care of the changing. Oh, yes, of course. You're not even needed here anyway. Thank you.
Harsh.
I just
he is
that,
like nothing arcane.
yeah.
Oh, as he does that what?
Oh, I was just going to say farewell, just not quite as rude as Listero.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Like he like gives you a short little bow, like half bow, but he does that. Yeah, he doesn't like Listero either. Listero doesn't know like charisma 6 Listero. He doesn't know when he's being annoying. So
Yeah. I mean, I didn't reprimand him, but I also didn't follow his lead in being rude. I just wanted to be, courteous.
Charisma 6 is grating. His charisma was probably 10, but you all made it like seem more like a 6 to me, so I'm going with that.
Oh gosh, that's a big spell.
Cicero has her
Yes.
has his charm, just not with everyone else.
Yeah.
So, along with the Onyx gem, I also set the newly created Soul gem on top of the Onyx gem, try to balance it, and to like have the energy of this spell like focused first through the Soul gem, then through the Onyx gem into the corpse.
Oh, jeez.
And so I'm trying to make this into an intelligent ghoul.
Roll for intelligence. Roll for intelligence.
Oh god. Yeah, we didn't do it last time, so he would just have to keep whatever he had, which was just a 10.
That's still a lot for a ghoul, to be honest.
Well, that's why that was the process of that soul gem spell. That's how David got that intelligent zombie dragon.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
They researched it, so it's kind of the same process. And he's still strapped, right?
Yep.
So he wakes up, is like, no, please no, and then just doesn't. He notices he doesn't feel anything.
Yes. It has worked again.
Fascinating.
And then I order Listero to unshackle him from the table.
All right, and he'll do this spell.
That's like a dream come true for a Veg Knight, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I've given him a faster, stronger body.
You've given him the gift of unlife. He's like one with Vecna.
It is a gift. It with just this small little caveat of eternal servitude.
Oh, I'm making fun of the addition change real quick. Here you go. Because it was a 3/5 spell when we started the game.
Yep. And it's sad how many spells were lost. I mean, I understand there were just way too fucking many, but still.
Oh no, it's happening again. Don't worry. There's still way too many. I mean, there's not at least the open gaming license. That's why Pathfinder had the 1001 book of spells.
Mm.
Animate hair and greater animate hair.
Yes.
Real spells, baby. He unstraps them and
I order him to stand up off the table.
he immediately looks like angry at you and Listero, but you have the command over him. It's because you are living beings, so he has that hatred of living still. Something that Andor had to get over.
And then
fascinating.
Get in my bag of holding. Oh wait.
I plan to leave him here for your use in this sect.
Oh. My very own undead. Truly you humble me, master. My own servant, my own tireless, never sleeping, always obeying servant.
And then I go ahead and verbally issue this order now to follow Listero's commands. And to he is not to attack Listero, and not to attack any of the living guards here without Listero's permission.
As you wish. Oh, Striding steps in between. I could just thank you, Master. It looks like he puts up arms for a hug, and Serenity steps in the way.
Serenity? How do you?
Or not Serenity. I'm sorry. Revy steps in the way. Just yes. Please do not touch the Master. Oh yes. I forget myself. Forgive me, Lord. I just get too excited when I get given gifts. I can't remember the last time I was given something so beautiful. I observed everything. I must learn.
And that is my wish. That is my hope, that you do learn from this.
Come. So if you're leaving the room because you're done with this, you hear him asking, like, what is it that you saw in when you right after the knife plunged into his heart and stuff. He's listing everything. Oh yeah, Serenity, totally.
Like as soon as you leave the room, that's what's going on. He's like, your skin, it's still warm. It's.
I mean, he's a ghoul, so they're kind of like fleshy zombies that don't necessarily rot as quickly.
Yeah, he's gonna rot slow, especially for how fresh he is.
And his body is still nice and warm since he's only been dead like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Ghouls have always been kind of weird, and it seems like their flesh doesn't like stops rotting after a certain point, like never fully rots, but they always have this smell of rot on them.
The ghoul will have a hunger though, so he needs flesh.
Yep.
Listero is gonna ask you how he can provide flesh.
He does need to be fed.
Do we feed him the other prisoner?
That could be an option, yes. One piece at a time. Try to make it last.
Very well, sir. I'll take care of it.
When you've run out with him, though, make sure to have one or two criminals go missing. And now I'm implying this towards the guards where if they pick anyone off the streets, to instead of booking them in like officially, just lead them down here.
I guess we can maybe come to some kind of arrangement. Ooh, that's right. If we are to have something like this, I guess you did leave me in charge while you were going in your absence, correct?
This is correct.
I guess I'll begin. I'm going to need staff more than I thought. Ooh, I better get moving. I need to talk to the Duke's son about our funding. Yes, I'll go do that. You, stay in this room. I have something to take care of. Yes. My own ghoul. Alright. With your permission, I'll go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and secure funding, just so I could perhaps work on our relationships here.
That sounds like a fine idea. Go, do it.
Very well. So he is not a priest, but he is now. He's still not a priest, but because like he serves you, and he is gonna start. I'll probably make him take a dip in cleric. He is promoted. I know you said you were promoted last time, but now it's official because he actually needs to do shit. He has a memory
Nice.
of Vecna.
Yes, he is promoted, and he is to lead this sect. I want him to have it operational. Get funding and build up, get other cult members in here, and then use it to gather information on. So we have the Count's or the Duke's son.
Yeah. Yes, the Duke's third son.
But we would possibly need more information directly about the Duke and anyone he's close to, any nobles, anything we can use to blackmail him.
Nice. Yeah, so I'll work on that. I'll put Ann Teeth of Vecna, because he's actually both still. Alright. I will do as you ask. Now I'm off. Revy looks at you as he's like walking, as he's far off, and he's kind of like whistling, like cheerfully, just being him. You guys walk off.
Yep.
She's gonna say, before we leave, I'm going to get something of his so we can scry here, and I believe he will not resist.
Good.
He seems enamored with you, my lord, but I believe he's so grating. He's not very charismatic, though.
He is not. That will either have to be resolved, or we may have to get someone who can do the job better.
He's just passionate about his job.
He's passionate, but he will serve for now. He's not much of a leader, it seems, but he has his uses.
As he builds it up, if there's anyone he brings in of worth, someone who can be a leader, I will probably promote them over him. But he will be a valued, let's say, researcher.
Very well. I guess let us go and prepare us to leave now.
Let us be off.
So back to...
So, yep, we're going to collect a piece of hair and head out.
she'll take care of that. Like you can head out, but she'll grab hair and she'll be like, "Oh, keeping tabs on me, are we? Very wise indeed." Like he's very totally into that. No, allow me. I will give you hair myself. And he pulls it out, and it's yeah, it's
Nice.
kind of gross, but he's just like he's just like trying, and he's arguing with his hair for being so annoying.
Yeah.
Why must you fight me?
So let me see.
We had this discussion, remember? When I pull, you release.
So with that lock of hair, he would basically have to roll a 30 to avoid my scry check.
Okay, back to the Inn of Fields, apparently.
In a field.
Or would you say we are familiar with him as well? Because that would make it 35.
Yeah, no, y'all are familiar. Like, he serves.
Yeah, there'd be no way he could avoid the scrying. All right, yep, back to the Inn of Fields, and now we are just gonna rest for the whole next day and be out after that.
Okay. For Dar, you hear something interesting, like, on your way back to the inn. There's apparently a couple guards speaking. And they're talking about, the rumor that you heard about the paladins running into the Deathless.
Mhm.
And I guess Serenity, you can hear this too. You remember the Deathless as being the ones that gave you the Griffin and all that whole scary thing. But the two guards talk about like how this is somewhat troubling because the paladins were talking about some kind of darkness that was rising in this area, and they completely did not like pick up on the fact that that this race was coming, and it seems peaceful, like this like race of people, and they're not zombies, but they're intelligent, and the language they speak, that they speak like the old form of Elven. And the Duke is going to go send a procession to the west to go ahead and meet with the Deathless's procession as well. It appears that the delegation that they also ran into, and they cited like ancient laws that ancient laws of like peaceful treaty and all that even they were escorted by what looked like to be like somewhat capable warriors, if not just they were in old armor. And so it looks like they don't have just a military, but it looks like that they might have what seems to be possibly elite troops on them. And there's like, well, how elite can a zombie get? And they're just laughing.
How elite indeed.
Man, there is a speculation about like, wait. So you just hear, you hear as you're walking away, and it's like, wait, what makes a zombie, and what makes someone like not a zombie but still a zombie? And you're just like, I don't know. I just do what the church tells me. It's like, don't we all? And they just laugh. You walk in the.
Oh, you know what? I know some. So, is there any way? I would like to go to a magic shop again.
Oh yeah.
Because I like magic shops for some reason. But I want to see if I can acquire either some bracers of defense or some
Nice.
Braces of defense are pretty easy here, I believe.
Yeah, they're like 1 AC, but I think you still have to attune them.
Yeah.
And or
Also checks.
something that protects against like for your saving throws or whatever.
What would that be?
Ring of protection or cloak of protection.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
That would be cool.
Does that The protection does that as well, or for the saving throws as well, or is it a ring of resistance?
So the Cloak of Protection is AC +1, saving throws +1.
Oh, that's the one probably. The ring, I believe, is just AC.
I think it does the same thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm double checking real fast.
AC.
Yeah, it's both. One AC,
okay.
one saving throw.
And they're both uncommon.
And then Bracers of Defense, you said?
Yeah, Bracers of Defense, which should just be 1 AC.
They're 2 AC.
Really?
While wearing no armor and using no shield.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then let's not worry about those then, because I forgot that.
Yeah, that bracers tend to be for wizards. And they don't stack with magic armor too, I believe. God damn it. Why isn't this working? Alright. I'm trying to type. Whoops. Find document. Cloak. There we go. Okay. So, still an uncommon item. I'm on the same prices. PDF. The uncommon, the only one that would have. Actually, no, it's uncommon. It's not rare, very rare here. So you can actually shop around for this.
Okay.
So the price. So you're given a variety of prices if you shop around a few places. Let me see. So you're getting anywhere from and there's different reasons for that.
It's completely up to interpretation, but I just wanted to put that out there. Where this says, if you wanted to do it, Bracers stack with Mage Armor.
Oh.
I mean, it's kind of a gray area, but from one reading of it, they do.
Braces aren't armor. Bosses always stack unless they're from duplicates. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Well, it says the bracers are not armor.
Yeah.
So, but if he's wearing armor, there's no point because he's got the plate.
Yeah, totally.
No,
it's a side topic.
I wasn't gonna get it from me.
Okay. So the Cloak of Defense. So there is a reason why there is a cheaper price. And do you know what it is?
Well,
do you want to know? Do you want to know what it is? Because I can tell you why.
Sure.
There is a small stand that has random magic items, and it looks like there is a. This is not Deacon from Neverwinter Nights. This is just a racist thing, but there is a small kobold. Looks like a Goliath man, and what looks like to be like a cloaked lizard man. That is,
Heck.
yeah. That is. All three of them are selling items, but they're trying to get business. But a lot of people are, afraid of them, and they don't want to deal with them because they're, racist. These are just beast races. Even the Goliath that looks like a man, like a man, just a tall, gray-ass man from the mountains. He looks like, huge and just scary.
Yeah,
the lizard man is a filthy lizard man, and then you got the kobold, which is like also selling like some potions, but nobody wants potions made by a filthy kobold alchemist.
Serenity comments on the Goliath, and she's like, "Wow, you're so tall."
I'm actually the shortest one in my family, child.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say that out loud, but man, I don't know. That's just sad.
He's only 7'2".
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. They could be like 8'1". I remember, David. You remember? Like, what the fuck? We were huge dudes.
Yeah, dude.
When we were both Goliaths. I was his deacon and he was the priest.
Deacon's awesome.
Yeah. No, Deacon. Yeah, the Deacon Kobold. He's the shit. I
Heck
miss him.
yeah, he's great.
But this is your average racism happening, and if you want to buy from him, like the style of the cloak is not like standard like you would see like normal cloaks are.
Mhm.
This cloak looks like to be woven in a. Let me see if I can find a better picture. Let me see if I can.
So he's the giant is selling the cloak.
The giant is for security. He's their hired tough. He's like,
Okay.
oh no, don't speak to me. You'll have to speak to the boss.
Okay. Who's selling the cloak?
It is the lizard man.
The lizard man. Okay.
And the difference between cloaks and is the style. This is why it's cheaper. Hang on, as well, because nobody wants a filthy lizard man to like tailor shit. So we all know the standard. Hold on a second. We all know it's going to be in general voice. The standard D&D cloak, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is his style of cloak of protection. And congratulations, weeb cloak.
Oh, so like the Harry Potter cloak.
Yep.
I mean, still, that doesn't look bad.
All right.
It's perfect for a man in armor.
There you go.
So,
Are you gonna spend the 3,300? Because the base price is 35, and you can get that. But
I'm gonna.
3,900, and you get it from guess who? This asshole.
I gotta check my sheet real quick, just make sure. Okay.
But yeah, the Harry Potter cloaks, totally different design, just because they're different.
Yeah.
Lizard Man knows more. I put like Lizard Man and like Japanese to be a little more Eastern in the setting. So you there you go, Eastern clothing. Kobolds especially because they have the whole dragon heritage shit.
Okay. I don't know if I should haggle with them or not because, like,
You can still try.
Yeah, they're selling
cheap.
this at low.
You can still try and give it a shot. Even Karen says only fools pay list price.
I'll try, but I'm not gonna be like hard going on it. Like, I'm gonna try for it, but I'm not gonna be like adamant, basically.
Okay. Go for it.
Because I don't want to like rip them off. Like,
let me see what you get. Go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling for?
Let me see. Persuasion.
That's okay. It's my charisma helps. It's okay.
Roll it with advantage because Karen is gonna help.
Okay.
Putting her charms on the lizard.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, she's putting her charms on the lizard, and the lizard like, the lizard can't blush. He's cold-blooded, but he's just like, all right.
His tail is wagging a little bit.
He's gonna take 250 off the price because like, you're the first ones that actually like spoke to him like he's not a monster and like a regular customer or a regular merchant. So there you go. Race relations, baby.
Also, we've had some dealings with lizardmen, so.
Do you tell him that? Hey, I know a lizard man.
Not like that.
No.
Yeah, I have a bunch of those lizard man friends.
But I can maybe mention where we've been.
Okay. Well, he thanks you for that, and he'll take 250 off the price, so 3,050.
3,050. Okay.
Yeah, instead of 3,500. He says that's a steal. You know that. You know it's a steal.
I will pay that price.
All right.
3,050. You said, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm marking that off my sheet.
Do you know Draconic?
Do I know?
Yeah, the language.
No.
Okay, so he's speaking in Draconic to the kobold, and they're going to go ahead and go, take the money and like secure and all that. Like they're speaking like in their tongue. It's like, oh yes, yes.
I'm also curious about the Cobalt's potions.
What do you want of the potions? This kobold like speaks with a thick Draconic accent, but he speaks common.
Do you have? Hold on, I gotta think of like what I'd possibly want because there's a few different potions.
Yeah.
Potion of spider climbing?
You already got a cloak, don't you?
No, I'm saying for you.
Oh, for me, I don't need that.
I'll just punch the wall.
Yeah. I'll just break the wall down.
His
Make it
healing
easier to climb.
potions are 40 gold as opposed to 50. He
What
warns
kind of
you
healing potions?
they're just regular potion of healing.
So they're just common healing
Yeah.
potions? Okay.
Yeah, they're common, but
There's different grades, that's why I was asking.
well, okay. Oh, okay. Well, he's got some different grades, but the normal ones, actually all of them, he says all the potions of healing. He apologizes, but this is their recipe, and this is how they're able to like lower costs, and that's why they offered the discount to you, my favorite customer, to you, good friend, is because it is an acquired taste. You're like drinking like some weird like magic infused fucking like ginger and asparagus and cabbage stuff.
Mhm.
Like this potion of healing has like when you down it has little chunks in it.
Okay.
But it works exactly the same. It's just dirty kobold potions.
Well,
They
you're not gonna catch,
actually taste kind of terrible.
You're not gonna catch Serenity drinking one, though.
They're calling you all like favorite customer now. With this, they can actually move on. I mean, you bought the cloak off, and they could totally move on.
Let's see.
You want potion? We got potion. Let you know everything. You want
Really?
potion?
I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe that one.
He said. I mean, the label says potion of clairvoyance, but he said let
okay,
you know
okay.
everything. We got discount on that. We got potion for your beautiful young lady, and he like kind of he's being suggestive. Like he's saying it's he has love potion for you.
Filters
Love
of love.
potion. He has love potion for you.
Serenity.
I don't know that.
And he winks. Like gives you a big kobold-eyed wink.
Serenity is like, will the potion of knowing things teach an animal how to talk to you?
Oh no, that spell. You want scroll, but we don't have scroll. Sorry, girl.
Oh, okay.
How do you? Do you have a potion that makes you resilient to, like, I don't know, certain magics?
What you want? You don't want you want to grow big? You want to turn to gas? You want to be little? What can I solve for you? You want potion to make you strong? You want potion to make you handsomer? You want potion to make you fast? You want potion to make you fly?
You want potion help you in bedroom?
Huh?
Does he have one of those potions? He's
Is,
gotta have
is
one of those
Serenity
potions.
like asking that,
No,
or is
No,
he
no.
just okay?
That's Fuzzy asking that.
that's
Oh,
Fuzzy
gosh.
asking that.
Oh, okay, I
That-
figured
that-
that much.
That,
but
that,
that's
that's
why I was asking. If
that's
so-
the
if it was
Irenes
Serenity
asking that. That's
Yeah,
the,
asking.
That's the Irenes. Totally the Irenes. So you got any love potions? A wink, wink.
Oh my gosh.
You be careful. I use love potion on her, yes. And there's just a laugh. These guys are pretty jovial. They're just, you're getting looks of like disgust from other people like around you and shit.
I'm used to that.
They don't care. You also probably hear like, of course, a drow is speaking to them. More racist shit. And the Irenes is like, oh my god, because the Irenes is walking around as a tiefling. Some racist.
What kind of strength potion do you possess?
I make you strong with the potion. Do they have? I don't think they have those anymore, do they? So I guess
I think
They
it
do
is
now.
potion of mountain giant strength.
Wait, what? Wait, that's not.
no. It's just potion of whatever that strength is.
There's 5 types. There's hill giant,
Hill
frost or
giant.
stone giant, or fire
Yeah,
giant,
I think
cloud
it's
giant, or storm giant.
I think it's hill giant.
Face is hill giant.
Let's
So
see.
one of those 5.
Oh god. He's not gonna have a storm giant.
Aw, but that would be the
know.
best kind.
No, but he say you go to the big lizard metropolis. They have stone giant potion.
Dang.
All right, so
He doesn't walk around with legendary shit for sale like that. He's like, I'm not stupid. I'm
That's
not
fair.
stupid.
That's fair.
No, I'm not stupid. I get way late, and I lose my house.
There's 5 kinds going
Yeah, I
from
see.
uncommon to legendary.
So, what kind would they have?
He has let's see. He has 1 cloud giant,
Really?
3 hill giant, and he's got 1 cloud giant, 1 fire, 2 frost, 3 hill. Why do you think I hire Big Lug over here, huh? Something go wrong, he drink my number 1 potion. And the big guy kind of just laughs. It's a good bunch. These guys are pretty cool.
And did you say he had any fire giant?
He has 2 of them.
So Serenity's
I promise, give you a good price.
Serenity's over there talking to the giant like, how can I grow big like you? When I grow up, I want to be big like you.
All right.
You
what
eat
is-
all your vegetables, little girl. All of them.
What
All
is
of them?
the price of said fire giant or strength? That level of strength potion.
Let's see, it's not under sane
I
prices, but it's a rare.
I then asked the hill giant. I asked him, "What's a tart?" I point towards the Aranese. She called someone a tart, and I asked her what it was, and she said it was like a sweet thing, but people can't be sweet things.
How long do these potions tend to last? Because I have to make a call on the price, and I'm
1
going to compare
hour.
it to the other. Okay.
Yeah, they last an
Wow.
hour.
That's pretty good, because some of that shit used to last like a few rounds.
Yeah, it was a few rounds.
Let me look at. I'm gonna have to make a price comparison. Okay, heroism is cheap.
Oh, heroism is like what is it?
Just 10 hit points.
Yeah,
Potions of resistance.
it's
are-
rare though for 10 hit points.
No. I'm comparing just potions as I look around.
Oh, heroism also gives you bless though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Potion
For
clairvoyance
an
is
hour.
960. Let's see.
So that's not bad.
Baylor hasn't said anything in like 30 minutes.
What?
Oh, I guess
That's a good
sorry.
face.
So we're just watching, I guess. Hold on. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find. A potion of flying is 500, and a potion of superior healing is a very rare at 450. What the fuck? So, let's see. I saw something that said very rare. Universal, but here's the thing: Universal Solvent is legendary, but at 300 gold.
Oh yeah, if there was one of those, I'd get one.
They have one.
No, I'll
No,
buy
they have
it.
a couple. All right.
Well, once I get it, once I would figure out the price, of course.
Okay. Well, 280 for Universal Solvent from them, even though it's legendary. But yeah, 280.
Freaking.
I'm going to say, man, I was gonna say one price, but looking because Potion of Clairvoyance is rare at 960, so sounds about. But let me see. But the legendary Sovereign Glue is cheaper. Don't drink that.
No, don't do it. It's real bad things. How many uses do each of those have? Because
I believe the solvent,
because it's like a D4 something.
Yeah. Well, you didn't find this, so it'll be.
I'll have to look around, sure, but.
No, I mean, you didn't find it like in a dungeon, so whatever he'd sell would be full.
Okay. Cool.
But it looks like it's all just one dose now, as opposed to what it used to be. I'm just gonna say it's 3 doses because it used to be like 1d5 or some shit like that.
What the?
Like Sovereign Glue and stuff like that.
It should still have a use.
Yeah, a dosage use.
Well, it has like 1d something, and if you wanted to be max, then it'd be like, I think 5.
Yeah, he's gonna sell them at 5. I think that's what I did anyway. Like in my last game, I think I'd do it at 5. So he'll sell you at 5 for 280. And Storm Giant is gonna be, or not Storm Giant, he don't have that, but the the Cloud. Did you want Fire Giant?
I think I was gonna try
Or get
to
Cloud?
get both of the Fire Giant ones.
Okay, that's just only rare. That's not bad.
Yeah,
Cause
that's
Cloud
not
Giant,
nearly as expensive.
Yeah. Insane prices.
As cool as that would be to have Cloud Giant, I don't know if that will be necessary.
Yeah, if you can't get it with the 25, a 27 is not gonna get you that much. Well, you don't get to fucking fly with it, but it's still pretty amazing. And the Clairvoyance is 950. I'm gonna say 750 is what he's offering that for.
The Fire Giant?
Yes.
Each?
Yeah, that's each.
Okay.
He says that's a good deal. He's not gonna talk you down on that one. I have kids to feed. He said, "You don't have any kids. Shut up."
So do I need to make another haggle check or?
No, he refuses. You can try, but he refuses there.
Okay. 750. So that's one. It's one. That's 1,500.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
These guys wouldn't
both
have.
of those. And then the. What about the solvent and the solvent glue?
280 a piece.
Okay. And that is so that's.
He'll also sell you a talisman of pure good. No, he won't.
So solvent glue, one of the ways it lists to remove the objects is with a wish spell.
That's necessary.
Funny.
Totally necessary.
Not overkill overkill.
Since you spent
Definitely
so
not.
fucking much, he wants you to give something to possibly a friend or whatever as a token of goodwill. Something cheap I'll give you. I'll just give you a feather token to hand to a friend.
Oh, that's pretty useful, actually.
For being good customer. You have to promise to give it to somebody else, though.
So
Can't
the,
have it.
the feather token is what?
Free.
Right, but I have to give it to someone.
Yeah. He'll
What?
know, he says.
Okay.
I'll know. I always know. You're not sure what he means by that, but he says he'll always know.
Okay. I guess to help me figure out who might need it. Should I ask? Like, should I know what it does?
I
Oh,
think it
it-
gives you Featherfall.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's it with the youth. He gave you like one of the cheapest things he had. You don't have any scrolls or anything. And Awaken was what, 7th level, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Wait. Yeah.
No, yeah, that was like 2650 or 2560. Lol. You need to start asking for your share there, Serenity.
Kids don't need money when they have adults to buy things for them.
That's not what the ear needs is going to start putting in your ear. So that's probably going to cause some issues.
The earnings start telling you to get your fair share of the loot.
Hey, what about
get my
Serenity?
flirt
She did
on.
most of the killing.
She's
Kind of shit.
she's gonna tell me start teaching me how to seduce people. Oh yeah, if you
She's
want
gonna
people
be-
to give you things, all you have to do is you just have to do this and this. Maybe smile a little. I can smile.
No, she's actually well, she's evil, but she knows that you can apply your charm. But when you're older, she'll teach you. She says that's one of the things. Like, hey, can you teach me to like do like how you do? She says she keeps saying like off like quickly like when you're older. Right. For now, magic works, but when you're older, you'll see.
The most frustrating thing to tell a child when you're older.
Yeah.
Like,
on purpose. All right. So, with all this, do y'all have anything else to do? What about you, Baylor?
Nope. After the whole setup or finishing with the things in my calls, I'll just meet him back at the Inn of Fields.
Okay, Inn of Fields. It's the White Stag Inn because I remember that we fucking picked the name, but it is the goddamn Inn of Fields. All right.
Awakened shrub. False appearance. While shrub remains motionless, it looks like a shrub.
Nice.
Like you don't say.
All right. So you guys come in. It's still pretty. Actually, it'll be slightly less busy. Andor has been here this whole time with piles of paper near him.
Yeah, as soon as I go in the inn and I see Andor, I run up to him with like a big smile on my face and it's like, did you get more done?
This is crap. Did he get anything well done? Wow. Okay, so he's got like 3 pages he likes.
Now I say, it can't be that bad. Here, let me look. And then I read it and it's like, oh, it actually, there. I pick out the few pages and I say, this is good. This is going in the right direction. Oh, this one actually sounds really interesting. You should do something more like this. And even the few that are like ones and twos, I'm like, I'll find something I like. Like, well, the talking dog is kind of weird, you know. but I like the idea. How about like a griffin that talks?
Griffin would make more sense. It does make more sense.
God.
Congrats. You salvaged one of his pages. Hey, let me see that. Let me just change that to Griffin. I think I could tie the Griffin in. So this is very strange. Baylor and Verdar he's just in the corner, and he has a drink because they just brought him one, but he doesn't drink. So it's still full. They just brought him one because he's been there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's been in the corner. There's like sheets of what look like to be paper that are thrown like by his feet. Trying digging through it, and these two are getting along. Your Baylor, this is very curious because I mean, what's that?
Is the map supposed to have changed?
Oh shit, my bad. Yeah, the inner fields.
Okay.
I need to drag it from the jail to the inner fields. There we go. My bad. God. There we go. But Baylor, while you have intelligent undead, you don't really have creative undead. So this is new.
Yeah.
But I mean, you kind of figure like, you know, you're a lich, and you spend your time like working on your ambitions and
Mm-hmm.
your you know ambitions, your goals, your research. This is something new. You realize that intelligence can be bad without an outlet.
Yeah.
So
And
he found one, like not like I mean because otherwise they're working on scheming to get free.
Mm-hmm.
Andor is not scheming or anything. Andor is like has a weird like pursuit now to become an author. And Serenity is the one that has like brought this upon him.
Does it kind of make him regret making that guy into an unintelligent ghoul now? It's like, he's probably gonna be plotting against me.
No, I assume his hunger.
We'll keep him in line, yeah.
Yeah, because unlike this, the skeleton has way too much downtime because he's a type of undead that doesn't have hunger.
So, maybe ghouls are better to make than skeletons after all.
Give them something to
distract themselves. Yeah, to strive for.
I'll keep the ones that need to be that need to plan as skeletons. The ones I need to think. The other ones, I'll just make ghouls.
That undead book, David, helped me out a lot with his little weirdness concept with the undead. The one where the one I showed you the picture long ago of the I guess it was Set in Forgotten Realms with that the lich that took over and beat out the other Red Thay wizards.
Oh right, I was gonna read that.
That's good shit. It's a 3-part series. I need to get the last one. I'm gonna go look for it.
I think I might have gotten all 3 in PDF. I'll have to look again because I don't.
Nice.
I think I searched for it, but I don't remember.
Well, I'll read it in PDF, but I'm definitely gonna buy them. They're good to have. But the thing is, so when you get to the point where you have your undead army, you're gonna want to have intelligent in your ranks to lead, of course. But with intelligence comes downtime and scheming and
conspiring.
Conspiracy and ambition. With ambition, like, so if you have some lieutenants, though, some will try and vie to be captain. You will obviously have like absolute control and say, unless some like break out of it, but even then, like,
I imagine there could be consider. I imagine there could be like some pretty good infighting or something, like if I have
exactly, and infighting that you wouldn't even know about. So this is like because this is something like fraternization, gross. So you being Baylor, like submit an order to your 4 like fucking generals. I almost said Thunder Generals, like it's fucking Dynasty Warriors. Anyway, your 4 fucking generals. And your generals pass it down the ranks, and one of the the ranks go down to like the field grade officers to the line grade, and they're all the ones have to carry it out, like the captains you have in your undead. Well, the captains will probably like want to succeed and set up a situation where one of the other ones fail due to the ambition. You know what I mean? So they look ahead, which will cost you troops because the other one had his own scheme going on. So you're thinking on the macro level. I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. You need to have some kind of not just like loyalty that happens because it's in your presence, but you need to have them maybe provide something for the undead. You know, it's this all macro level thinking. And right now, you're seeing this because of what's happening with Andor. Like Andor, instead of like trying to break out of his curse or thinking like long, you know, like staring at the moon, I was like, what do I do? He is physically, like he's literally engaged with this ambition that was placed there by Serenity, which is to become published. It's a weird fucking thing, but you see it now.
Alright, yeah. Definitely starting to notice that, and I'll make a note of that instead of just trying to ignore it like I have been.
He's a very interesting case study now.
Yes, there you go. That's the term, case study.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, I'll make a note of it. Oh, he's still doing it. Well, I guess I should actually pay attention to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Such a weird thing that a joke becomes like a fucking study in like what to do with your undead army in the future.
How to give them focus so they don't
Right.
try to set the others up for failure. Because in the end, it would cost me troops, and that would be unacceptable.
Excellent. Yes. Now you're thinking like an undead, like lich general. Fucking love this shit. That this is evil in training. Still, was it 12th level?
Yeah.
Evil in training, baby. So you guys are back at the. Oh, what was you gonna say?
I was gonna say we're 12th level, thinking 20th level.
Yeah. You gotta fucking think, boy.
We're playing 3D chess.
So you all are so you are back. I guess you'll leave the next day since you have your loose ends tied up, things purchased.
Yep, I'm good for that.
Okay. Discussing amongst yourself, what tasks, if any, do you have on the way, or are you all heading back straight to the lair, or are you going back to Bergsdale first?
I kind of want to just head to Bergsdale first to drop off the Orb of Dragonkind and just get that out of the way.
Verdar and Serenity does sound like a plan.
Yeah, Serenity just
Yeah.
wants to, as soon as she can, talk to her griffin because it's been a while.
Yeah. And he's still on the outskirts, just
Yeah,
like be a good griffin and sit here.
He's probably lonely, and Serenity doesn't want that. Because Griffin is like her best friend.
And let's see. Well, he coming in close second for Bestie is fucking Andor now. Serenity, come here. I want you to figure what you think of this one. Like later on, like take a look at take a look at this as he hands you a book. Oh, pretty good. It's a 10-year-old looking over his script. And
at the end of all of his books, it's gonna say 10-year-old approves. 10-year-olds approve.
All right. So I guess next week we'll have you guys setting off. Same time sound good? I gotta remember when it's Tuesday or Wednesday and not Tuesday. But I mean, I kind of knew what I was doing with the session. I mean, I knew what I was doing with the session. You had the loose ends, and you just still fuck around here. Which was great. Y'all, this was fucking hilarious RP shit going on.
We've still got to go see Stephanie or whatever her name.
Oh gosh.
If y'all want.
Here's an idea. We forgot.
Baylor, he's always so busy. Gosh.
We were supposed to do what now?
Go see that drunken noble family. Huh? What?
Huh?
Oh, well, you don't understand. We had business at my manor. Oh,
My,
yes, of course.
my help was supposed to remind me. You know how good hard help is to find.
Oh my God.
You know how it is.
She's
You
such an
yeah.
annoying, dismissive noble, too, because that's how I treated everyone. That's how she always treated everybody but Baylor, because of this,
Yeah.
because of one fucking dice roll. Because you
Yeah.
had, what was it, misanthrope flaw, when you could take flaws to get feats?
Yeah.
And somehow, like, she totally fell in love with you, dude.
Just
Like,
continued. She was the only one who like that flaw didn't work on because she just like looked right past that.
she just crit and fell in love with him, like, from afar. Oh, he'll never see, like, and she's told her father about you, and he's like, oh, he'll never see me like that, Dad. You're so nice. Maybe one day. And she looks out her windows and is like, I wonder what he's doing right now. Cut to a scene of you, like, plunging a fucking sacrificial dagger into a heart.
Right? Yeah, chanting chants of Vecna. I wonder if he's looking at the same moon as I am. Cut to you like holding a heart up to the moon.
Holy that's fucking perfect.
Yes.
God damn, that's the scenes on this fucking evil anime that we're running, apparently. Alright, so we'll stop it here as you guys set off. Oh, what's up, Fuzzy?
I was gonna say, by the way, what does that Listero guy like walk around wearing? Is he like the necromancers in Oblivion who obviously just walk around with a black robe with a skull on them, even if it's like in the middle of town?
No,
Necromancy is illegal.
he's great. Yeah, he's grating, but he's not stupid. But I mean, the way I see that is the
He changes before he
Yeah,
leaves.
yeah, he changes before he leaves. Charisma is also having some kind of like intelligence when it comes to like social situations and niceties, and picking up on people's like tensions and
Yeah.
stuff. But he is completely he's good at being studious and having good memory, and he's an academic, but he does not understand. People find him annoying. He does not understand why people bother with niceties instead of saying what they mean. That kind of stuff. And he doesn't understand like why how as able and intelligent as he is, that he could not move up in the organization compared to like the brutish arm or the backstabbing what was it, dagger, not dagger, the finger of Vecna.
Yeah.
Like, I totally deserve this, and he would say that out loud to them. So he didn't. He's got no social clues whatsoever.
Yep.
That's how I see his intelligence, and he just like, why not just say what you mean? He knows how to lie too, but he's not very good at it.
Yep. But the lying and deception and all of that was what Baylor trained for.
Yeah, exactly. And you tend to you're faithful. This guy is, in apparently the cult of Vecna, the Arcanists, the ones that know arcane magic and stuff, they are held in high regard. That's how this guy coasted in the organization.
Yep.
So, but now he got promoted mostly because the
He was the only
competition
one left.
was cutthroat.
Just happened to be there at the right time to not get murdered.
Yep.
How fortuitous of him.
I didn't die. Interesting. Excellent. All right. Yeah. Well, we'll leave off here. Thank you for stopping again at the Inn of Fields. So much shit going on. Inn of Fields, like I explained that whole undead general thing. That was a new feel too. Oh,
Yeah.
the future is strange in this one. Verdar, in a way, that kind of applies to you. Just what I said. Because if you're going to have an order, you're going to have people like competing to join your order.
Right.
Stuff like that too. The only problem is that you can't like physically be there and be like, I control you, because of the, I mean, unless you start dipping into cleric and of death domain.
Nah, I was. It's part of the reason I got a cloak of protection was for, something to give to like a, I guess a higher member of.
Ooh, I see. You're planning ahead.
Mhm.
If you want to do that, you probably need to go to a seamstress or something, or a tailor, and put something of the order on there, because it could look like something of station.
Yeah, I need to figure out what kind of design I want to do for that.
There you go. And since those deathless were fanboying over you, what better members of the order than people who can literally stay up for 24 hours a day training and
Right.
and conducting your orders.
I need to get a supply of like actual armor and weapons.
Oh yeah, that's something you'll be able to set
their
up.
armor isn't great.
No, yeah, well that's another thing they set out. The reason why they went with the procession is they went to set out to make contact with like the government to the north. Like, so they're right now they made contact with the lizard people, and I mean they showed up looking like a fucking. First there was exploratory scouts, and then they came. They was like, this is the route we need to take in the swamp, and then they went with like people dressed as best they can as diplomats, and something that I was Aaron in the when I had you listen to those rumors that the guards were metagame. They're the ones escorting the procession around is your order.
Ooh.
Okay.
So they're escorting the diplomats around. They're the ones that first ran into like the Paladin Crusade, and there was some translation going on after like weapons were pulled, and no, to attack us would be blah, because they called themselves like members of the ancient like kingdom, which there is a small city state way to the north that still exists that's like protected by this kingdom. So when they said that name, they were like, oh shit, these are them? But sir, they're undead. Like, no, but they speak their old tongue and they speak of the treaty. Shit. And your order like was the one that was there, and they identified themselves as the Order of Verdar.
Cool.
So they were like, so the Order of Adar, that name has been spoken now to the Crusaders. So that's a thing. That happened.
That's some attention.
That happened. What the fuck is this Order of Adar? Like, it apparently sounds like it's been ancient too. So we get you some legitimacy.
Dark elves do live a long time, so
Yeah.
So technically, like, legitimacy. The thing is, if once there's like sit-down talks, they're going to ask about this Order of Adar, and they're going to mention you from what they know when you were there. So you'll be known somewhat.
There's some dark elf going around that's apparently really freaking good.
Yeah. Oh god, we just fucking drist Jordan. Do you on accident? Accidental drist. God damn it. So much shit going on in this world. Beautiful.
Alright. I do need to go get some sleep, though.
You guys get some sleep. Thank you for once again stopping by at the end, guys.
I have got to turn in my 1/3 working program. Study for my midterm tomorrow.
Wait, you have been studying before, right?
When?
Before for the midterm, right?
No, but it's like, it shouldn't be difficult. I've just got to, I think the hardest thing to do is going to be remember how to convert decimal into hexadecimal.
Well, good
That
luck.
I don't know.
Hexadecimal into decimal, rather. No, other way around. Yeah.
All right. I'll see you all later then, guys.
Catch y'all
Alright,
later. I'm
see
tired.
you later.
Hope you all like it.
Hell
Alright,
yeah.
see.
Always.
Have a good night.
You too.